Gonna find Bolu, but does get hit markers by Jez. Going up against, they're now all tied up. 1-1. Theo is going to get taken down by Jez. You can now see Jez pushing up towards the B flag. Rock that 35 round. We have Vague pushing up incredibly far, but this should be a free kill for Theo. Sure enough, with the push from the backside, finds Jez.
Licença, torcia, botão no cofrinho do Limes, pra cima do Delzinho, double do craque, faz clique aí, meu chat, você tá no YouTube, faz o clique da jogada.
Um som morto.
Vou cravar cima, crava esquerda.
Tem um, só tem ar. Vai ter mais um.
Aí tem que botar essa pode ver agora, calma,
Nossa!
And we've got two players left to deal with. FN 420. Oh my god, Lucky, what the hell was that? Count them out. Can't do it. Lucky is Dark Wizard. You're the only hope here, Dark Wizard. Oh my god. We've got a 2v5 that is a reality. Lydia looking for the shots. Lydia's gonna round the corner. Lydia finds one. Lydia just needs to find Lucky. Doesn't happen. We're going to another round. The most at the moment finds another one. Just an absolute demon. Moving quick in with the side of Nova. Dave doing it.
People team, there is one A now. Marvel missed one, but doesn't miss twice.
Out. Oh my. Chris, he's all one more. Where you at, homie? I know you're in a typical sniper in this area, but right now you're a sniper. With an 80 with close. Lucky. Get headshot. Costco, flip the smoke. Get it too, homie. We got a 1v1.
Oh my
Watch. Except was left alive. Now it's Iona looking to make.
Yo, this girl's dirty. Aggressively push up to this degree. Lydia's able to find one. Artem Misa coming through. What's that? Is that a kilo? Whoa! Whoa! Artem Misa, the Damascus kilo. Ooh, Kells finds one, is looking for two, but Artem Misa. Yo, this girl kind of nuts with the kilo, bro. I have been. Down herself on that Sparrow shot, but the Angels do maintain this P3. Oh, break stop! Well, it was looking good for a minute there, Verdict, at the beginning of this round, but it has quickly gone in. I think you're right on the money. The arrow can push that up, finds two in the feed to start things off. Those double kills are worth a ton of points, let alone
welcome back for the finals broadcast, right? For the final broadcast of this Mobile Mayhem season. We are obviously at the end of our spring season, right? 2023. And I'm host, as per usual, Diana, and I'm here with the best of the best, the most amazing casters ever, Verdict and Day. So, guys, how are you? How are you, Verdict?
I don't know about best of the best, but I mean, we're certainly the best that can show up today in this moment, and this you know what, I felt like this season hasn't really been the best either, so I feel like it's gotten better, and I hope it's much better than what we saw in North America and LATAM. We had two back-to-back championships yet again for the side of LG. This time, are we going to get a back-to-back champion here in EU? It certainly looked like it might be, but I think it's up to the teams. Kings, they are primed. They are ready to rock and roll. They are one of the best teams in all of Europe, and it's been back-to-back seasons, potentially, for them to show up their stuff. So I couldn't get any better than, seeing this action ensue. But before we do, I mean, Deanna, talk to us. You're the best in this trio of, we'll just say Day and I are a bunch of nuts, and, you're the reasonable one. How have you been?
Actually great. I had work. I was all about, I told you I was actually very, very not tired, I guess. I never I never read so much German in my life as today because I was working with a company from Germany, and I needed to, compare a lot of things, right? Locations in German. It was just dumb. Guys, why is there words with 30 letters? Why? How?
30 letters?
Anyway, yeah,
Ain't no way, bro.
The street names, bro. Yeah. Until I would read it, I would forget the street name, So, yeah, definitely, it was interesting, right? I had this project to do. I still have it in 2 more days to go, but it was okay. It's starting to be very, very hot here. So, yeah, I'm actually very, very excited for this final day. So, yeah, definitely, I'm excited to see how it's gonna be in EU.
Day, how about you, buddy? I know you're working on getting your camera like going,
Yeah.
but talk to us. You okay over there?
I think he's restarting something. That's
Oh.
why I didn't. Yeah, that's why I didn't.
All right.
Know,
I'm doing fine. Thank you guys for asking. Actually, you know, I'm having a pretty good day. I can't even complain. However, I do think I need to restart my computer real quick.
Okay, yeah, do you think, bro?
So yeah, give me 2 minutes.
Well, we're gonna have plenty of time actually, because you know what? But do you wanna go over the schedule, well, brackets? Because
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna say it more nicely than me.
No, we got to get you out of that comfort zone. We got to push you off the deep end. I'm gonna walk you through it though. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a hand. You're gonna follow me with as much as you can until we drop off. Right now, we're gonna have 3 matches today. This is how it's gonna work. Only 3 teams left standing, and only one of them are gonna be crowned. We're gonna start in the top side of the bracket with Kings of 117 not found. They're gonna duke it out in a best of 5. The loser of that series will head down to face the only opponent left down there, which is exclusive. So the loser of that first series heading down to the lower bracket, and they're going to square off at a best of 5. So whoever takes that game or that series will move on to face the winner of the Kings of 117 matchup. So everything is dependent upon what happens in this first series to kind of like draw a picture of what's going to happen.
And I wanted to ask, how do you feel not having Animus here with us? Because they actually...
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think we would have. If you would have told me this at the beginning of the season, I would have laughed. If you would have told me this at the end of the season, I would have laughed. If you would have told me this after watching them play against 117, I would have said, hey, it's a possibility. But I still probably would have chuckled. And then after they got beat by exclusive in, you know, what started off to be the worst series for them all year long, even after seeing that game 2 come through, I still had hope. So,
Yep.
Kind of wild. Those players have not been denied a grand finals opportunity or at least a Bronze Series matchup final for at least a year and a half, 2 years. Narks, I know he's feeling some kind of way right now.
Yes, I actually, it's so weird to not have Animus here, but right now we're gonna have an opportunity to see 117 not found, to see exclusive, and also Kings, right? So I'm excited for this one. And Dave, welcome back. I hope everything is working now.
Everything is working now, actually, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that's amazing. So tell us, how was your day? Tell us more.
Well, I worked a little bit this morning and then came home to spend some time with the lovely region of Europe, including obviously you and Verdict. We got some grand final action heading your guys' way, and I couldn't be more excited. Actually, that's a little bit of a lie, all right? That is a little bit of a lie. I would have been more excited to see an Animus Kings grand finals, but
Yeah.
Animus, they didn't earn it this time. So maybe next season.
Yeah, I actually asked Verdict how he feels about it. So now that you bring it up, how you feel about not having Animus here? I think it's the first time as Verdict said, I think
Animus sold the bag.
That's tough. I mean, hey, that's the simplest way of putting it. They couldn't get the job done in that best of 5. The reverse sweep denied. It came down to, it didn't even go to overtime in the Search or Destroy. I want to say, where did that journey end? Was it Search or Destroy on Meltdown? 7-5. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I don't know, man. You know what? What we can't celebrate is a very, very great exclusive team. I feel like we're the NBA Finals right now, painting the narrative about Lakers not playing anymore and LeBron's legacy, right? I feel like we need to move on. I feel like what we need to take advantage of is we've got one team who, without a shadow of a doubt, needs to be here, and that's, the side of Kings. And then we've got 117, who we have been waiting to see what potential they were going to bring to the table. So, they were able to send Animus down the first day of playoffs. Exclusive is finally arriving. And I think, they still have a lot more potential than what they're showing too. So 3 teams that are left standing, absolutely brutal to see how those days end.
3 teams. Day, can you tell us for which prize pool these 3 teams gonna fight?
Frick, I don't know. The hell?
What do you mean?
Let me pull up the stream real quick.
It's literally in the Discord.
Where?
Extended.
Oh, okay. Verdict posted it. I gotcha.
I asked you.
All right. First place prize is going to be $720 of the $1,300 prize pool. Second place will be $300, and third place will be $180. Exciting.
Yes. You know, we don't have that many tournaments here on EU, and the tournament like this is very, very excited. I do believe, but you know what is more exciting? This game, because it's about to start, right? We're gonna see Kings versus 117 Not Found, and I'm actually gonna go over the maps very fast. You can already see them on the screen. We're gonna start with the hardpoint on Arsenal, followed by an S&D on Meltdown, and a third game is gonna be a control on Standoff. Because we play best of 5, right? We're gonna have a guaranteed third game, right? If we go further, it's gonna be a hardpoint on Takeoff, and if we're gonna go further, it's gonna be an S&D on Slums. And can I say, I really love these maps. I absolutely love them. Whoever chooses them, they.
What maps do you like the most?
Every map.
Every map?
Especially the control on Standoff. It's beautiful.
I mean, she's just never gonna run away from that L. Okay? I mean, obviously she's gonna die by it. But hey, you know what? I love the fact that you sit on that hill and you're constantly bashing the best competitive played map since Black Ops 1. I don't know if it gets any better than Raid. In fact, we don't get to see here. Boo!
No, there's no boo. No.
Yeah, there's a lot of boos. There's a lot of O's after that B too.
No. It's very nice. It's beautiful. Standoff, nice. We don't have the chance to see that much standoff either, you know. But I'm excited for Arsenal. First time when I saw Arsenal, it was actually played by King, and it was absolutely dominated by them. So, what are your predictions starting off this Arsenal hardpoint?
I've got to roll with the side of Kings. I think they've looked the absolute best on that map. I think we've shown, in a few games back, they have some opportunity for some improvement, but they might be the best Arsenal team in all of EU at the moment. But with that being said, I don't know about the rest. I don't know what's going to show up. You said the Meltdown Search for Sure. I think that's a toss-up too. Yeah. The control on Standoff, I've got to give to the side of King. So if we're going to that game 4, expecting a victory from 117, it's got to come out of that Search or Destroy, because it is not coming off the Standoff or the Arsenal, in my opinion.
To it, right? Because my voice is not here. But I'm gonna be back after the first series. Have fun casting, guys. Bye.
Alrighty. Hey, it's our time to shine, homie. This is it. This is the end of the season. One team moving on in the winners final, which they will have a 1-map advantage. Loser will be heading out to the lower bracket to face off against a very, very, very admirable opponent and exclusive. Being able to make it this far for them, it wasn't necessarily the case last season. They were F8 Ducks then. Now they've regained. They have put their best foot forward. And they look like a brand new team, so I'm excited to see what they can bring to the table. Obviously, we got to get past this first series first. We've already made our predictions. We thinking that we're going to see Kings take care of this one. It's not going to be a question or a doubt in our minds, right?
There wasn't a question or doubt in my mind that Animus was going to mop the floor with both 117 and Exclusive. And you see the situation we're in right now.
Very good point.
Those two teams brought their A game to the playoffs, and they proved that they were the better team that day and that they worked hard to earn the position that they're in. So I absolutely do not want to sleep on their potential. If 117 or Exclusive bring their A game, they can absolutely compete with the likes of Kings. So Kings has definitely got to be my favorite to win, but you won't catch me saying again that 117 or Exclusive can't.
Okay. Very good point. Very good analysis. Very good progress. We're hopping into the action. It is Arsenal here for our winners finals, I guess you would say. This is winner finals. Definitely not semis. We've already had the semis. This is it. Winner moves on to the grand finals. Those are heads down to the lower bracket. We're going to be on board with who we think is going to win off the bat. I've got to roll with the side of Grizz. He's been huge in these hard points. Been huge in getting those entry frags for the team in the Search and Destroys. Right now, he's going to have to do it huge on a very, very big map, too. So, this is a hop, skip, and a leap. No, bro, this is a marathon. You got to brace yourself, not only just for the sprint 2P1, but for this best of 5, you got to brace yourself for impact as well as Grizz. Going to be able to open up with a few off the bat, but it is off, you know, the first initial rip. Going to be a little bit of a lead going in favor of the side of 117.
We've taken the lead. I certainly love that we're getting to see more of this map in the mixed verdict. It's something that we saw banned away time and time again. And I think this is a map that really capitalizes on good team strategy because there's just so many different positions that you can flank from that having good communication about where you're at, where your opponent's at, is absolutely key to coming out on top here. Right now, coming out on top is looking like kings. You've got them sitting at triple their opponent's score right now, but it is only P1, so we're obviously going to be looking for a little bit later of the stages in this game. I definitely think P2 is a hill that has some potential for a big hold, but I don't know if I necessarily think we have like a true money hill on this map either. I mean, maybe the likes of P3, yeah, but I don't think it's money like
no,
you look at,
it's definitely not.
Like a standoff P4, for example, right?
No,
like
you're
right. That's about as money gets.
What makes a money hill, though, right, too? It's like you got to have the environment right. You got to have spawns locked down. You got to have, more importantly, you got to have cover for some of these streaks as they can come raining in. Predators being one of the cases. Obviously, trophies coming in handy as well. But when you're taking a look at a money map or a money hill on some of these maps, P3 is about as big of a money hill as you're going to get with the spawns being a factor, but the environment certainly not being a beneficial thing. Right now, it's a 20-point deficit coming through for the side of 117. They're trying to rack up the points, but with 5 seconds left to go, we're going to see the battle for new. It is about to go down here between Karma and what could be Marvel as he makes this rotation through. We'll see how this one amounts to much. Now, it's Marvel's just going to continue to piece up top. He's going to have to make the rotation all the way to the backside. And Karma, well, he's just hopping down, holding the fort, and just waiting for him to jump on down. And there he goes, right into the front pockets of Karma. And again, spawns might be in favor of the side of 117, but they don't quite have the hill, Dave.
Right, well, 117, they're trying to keep themselves in this one, but I gotta say, they are struggling pretty heavily in the kill department right now. Marvel, Raid, and Grizz are absolutely trying. We do have Caesar trying to keep up at this point, but definitely trailing a little bit behind, and it has been very, very difficult for 117 to get any momentum rolling off of their operators. They haven't been able to get streaks on the board. They haven't been able to make these rotations, and it's rather difficult. But coming into next, we do have basically everything available for the side of 117, so maybe they can get an opportunity to grab some time on the hill there. But Sparrow ready, Claw ready, Purifier ready, and War Machine popped. And you've also got the Annihilator right around the corner as well for them. Grizz gonna come through and get dropped. I think we got a 3-piece out of the War Machine out of Spy there.
Oh, we did. Certainly do. There goes another 2, make it 3 actually there. The Preddy coming through is absolutely devastating, man. Sitting on 17. 117 not really showing up to the party right now. They've got a ticket here in the winners finals, but again, just not really making too much of a case to be here as the moment is. Again, we've made, you know, predictions. This Arsenal map can be brutal if you allow it to be, in 117 absolutely getting pieced. Inferno actually the only player that's not really popping off, but when your opponent or when your teammates like Marvel are going 20-5, bro, it's kind of hard for you to get in where you fit in, right? So almost 100-point advantage only on towards this P5 rotation. We're not even done with the first set of hills. It already a lopsided affair to begin with. We're going to go ahead and dive in with the side of 117. Let's see if they can dig themselves out. I don't really like to do it when, you know, listening's when we're this far away from, you know, being away from gathering a lead, but I need to hear what those comms sound like, so we're gonna go ahead and jump in with them.
La esquina bugueada.
Coffee.
I spawned P1.
One is what's in long side.
Shotgun, coffee, says.
One is deep.
Yeah, deep.
Coffee. One is coffee and deep.
Oh, coffee.
Deep L.
Where is in launch?
I spawned G.
Launch. Bueno, nice trade.
Two more side. Shotgun there.
Side is still.
Side left side. One shot there.
Nice. One channel on you.
And one shot.
Channel.
Yeah, one L.
No, new guys.
I'm coming.
Take P1. Shotgun cafe.
Nice.
One more. Yeah. One more
Coffee.
coffee shotgun. Coffee pushing out.
Coffee low. One shot. Coffee one bullet.
One is window near.
One shot. Coffee. One shot. He's gone P1. He's one shot.
I spawn lobby.
One is window,
Okay,
careful.
coffee rush.
One lobby dead.
One shot, one dead. Vale. Rush at
Tunnel
dead.
dead.
Lobby one.
I got.
Okay, well, you heard the comms there. It's a 100-point deficit. Yeah, they're trying to stay in it. They're giving, pretty vocal about as vocal as you can get, but, not really producing results. First set of hills down, you're down by 100. You got to start strong here in the P1 site now, so we'll take a look at the action here as the scorecard's coming through. Caesar's still sitting pretty heavy above that, +8, +9 almost. No, well, never mind. I'm lying. I thought he was +8. I don't know where I'm doing math at. He's 22 and 23. Yikes. Nobody positive on the left-hand side or right-hand side of your screen. The left-hand side is brutal. It's been Marvel season all day long, and I'm going to tell you, man, when he's on, he is hard to stop.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right there, but I do got to give some credit to 117. Those comms were pretty solid.
Okay.
There was a lot of energy. There was a lot of communication. I do think they could have tightened up a couple things, like maybe some of the confirms on rotations, maybe some of the confirms on getting some of these kills, but I do also think that sounded like a team that is here that wants to win.
Like it.
And I think that energy is important.
Okay, well, let's dive in with a winning team. Let's see how they sound. I'm going to go ahead and jump in with the side of Kings. They've got literally about a 50-point advantage, and it's actually disappeared. Let's see if they can get a hold of it.
On the corner, one top.
One deep in front.
Top.
I'm flashing.
One more con.
He's like under. Yo, fight for the scrap. Go for the scrap. Go for the point, guys. Go to the point.
I'm trying. Let's go. One more box under.
He's dead on point.
One more top con.
Let me top. Get the time. Get
the time. I'm going new. One short sledges.
I got scrap. Yeah, slow down and come. Slow down.
One is dark ledges.
Do the thing together.
Lobby.
One is staircase, by the way. One ledges. It's on the fucking corner. Deep, only deep. Got him.
One more deep.
Alright,
Let's get him deep.
One shot.
Ledges, nice, Inferno, good shit.
I don't see him deep.
I spawned P1, but I
Deep, got him deep. Let's push him.
I'm coming lobby. One lobby, half HP,
Two on hill, we gotta push a hill.
One dead.
Deep, I think. He's still lobby.
Get in.
Okay, we just heard the break come through. It's nice. It's a little bit of celebratory. As they kind of sold a little bit of a bag. Let's be honest. They have, 157 to 57 rolling into that P1 set. P2 comes around. You heard the comms. They wanted to push that P2 site. They wanted the scraps. They wanted it dominant. And they remain back on top. They sacrificed a lot off the rip here on this P4 or P3 rotation.
All right, well, lots of energy in the comms there as well, despite letting their opponents get a little bit back into this game. Verdict, and I don't know if it's going to matter too much. Kings, they're a well-organized team. They play really, really well on this map as well. And right now, they're within a 30-point hold, or right at about a 30-point hold of winning this game. Their opponents still got about 100 points, so even some trickle time on the next couple hills would be massive for the side of Kings, and it looks like they want more than trickle here. They're just here to lock down the hill. And there's plenty of time available for them to close things out here.
No, they got complete control. You see it now. The operator's being popped. Oh my God, Marvel. Gonna be able to pick up a 40 here in game number 1. There goes a Preddy. He got a double there. The collab from the Annihilator's gonna get the intel out. He's gonna get the point blank too. My guy has put the pedal to the metal. And this one is done. 250 to 153. It got close. But when that P3 break came through, P4 connected. It was a double chain. And a series of very, very unfortunate events happened. 417. So they never really get their wits about them. They start to make the comeback, but they get absolutely shut down and manhandled towards the end yet again. Let's take a look at the stats here and see how it kind of broke down. Marvel, absolutely piecing off the rip. Minute 30 on the hill, plus 41 and 16. When you're getting that kind of utilization out of a player who is going to be more so less your anchor, your maps, you know, he's going to be like that bird's eye view kind of guy, right? He's going to be just, more importantly, just holding off the rotation. No, he got up close and personal with it too. And it was a very, very great game for him off the rip. Spy right there along with him. Minute 37, 38, 23. Minute 41 for Grizz too? Okay, objective playing Grizz. Kind of weird to see. I love to see it though whenever he's got the R9 in his hand. So 32 and 27 on the right hand side. I mean, they struggled a lot even at the bottom end. We're talking about not even having close to a minute of hill time and double negative for Karma. Not a great way to start the series off.
Or maybe 150 to 153 to 250. But I didn't really ever feel like 117 truly had control of that match. Like, they made some breaks towards the later half of some of the hills, picked themselves up 20 points here and there. But they gave the opening 40 to Kings basically every single hill.
True.
And, you know, a lot of that came down to the slaying power that Kings brought to the table, the coordination, the rotations. So Kings truly just outplayed 117 there in that situation. And we got to see 117 bounce back. Now, I think 117 is a much stronger search and destroy team than a lot of people give them credit for. So this is an opportunity where they can try to bring things back. And if they lose the search and destroy here, I'm almost certain they lose the control as well, just because of how well Kings perform in control. So this is an important match for 117 right now.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I mean, we take a look at that game 3-2. I don't know if I really like seeing 117 go down here in the search and destroy and have to fight for their life in a control standoff. If you're 117, this is a must-need map for you. You've got to take it. It doesn't matter if you got to do it by overtime. It's just a map you've got to win if you want a chance here in the winners finals. Obviously, you still have a redemption tour if you do happen to lose this one. Again, you still got to be played out in the standoff control as well. But I mean, the odds are just completely stacked against you if you can't make it to a game 4. So right now, they're going to be fighting for their lives. The hardpoint, again, Kings, they are by far one of the best teams in not only Europe, but probably one of the better teams in the world on that map in particular. And we just show it for, you know, right there for you. I mean, it never really was close. It got close a little bit towards the second end or beginning of that second rotation. But hell, even in that first set of hills, the spawns were locked down for 117. They couldn't do anything with them. It was a tough route to go. So we're getting geared up for it. We're waiting for Grizz to ready up, and we should be good to go into the action. But 117, this is your time to shine. You've got to step up.
All right. Well, continuing to roll on through into this matchup, Search and Destroy Meltdown coming your guys' way. I gotta say, this is one of our favorite search and destroy maps. I know a lot of the players don't like playing it, but the reality is it is great for the competitive scene and the competitive health. So we'll see what happens here, but right now it looks like we've got a heavy A-side push coming through. At least for Caesar here. Says and Lucky each good for one. Caesar gonna take down Raid as well. Spy gonna be able to shut him down, but Says here for the refrag, and now it's Inferno. Last alive, and the bomb plant is coming through for Says currently.
Good setup. We did not recognize this game here onto the A push. Good night. One player left standing in Inferno. A lot of action happening here in this one. We got a pretty decent setup. It's got Lucky, who is on an island on the outskirts, just playing a little bit of, you know, that insurance factor. So, not involved in the hit here. Inferno, he's got to find 2 before he even thinks about getting this bomb defused. And he's got 1 to deal with on the back end. Right now, he's got to go. 18 seconds, there goes the hit. First shot's crisp. Karma, right around the corner, is going to wait for the bait. Pros don't fake it. Well, Inferno did this time. I think he knew it was up for grabs either. He couldn't really afford to stick that defuse. Couldn't really afford to peek his head either. So, first round in, 117, looking strong as all get out. They take a little bit of an advantage off the bat.
All right, well, first round, favor 117, and that's what they need. Now, looking for more. This time it's going to be Raid and Grizz winning out on these trades. Caesar on the run, can't get away from the pain. It's going to be Raid coming through with a 2-piece, and now the bomb is down in a terrible position for a 2v5 recovery from 117. And this round is looking basically over.
Well, we're going to leave it to Karma to see if it's over or not. Right now, he's made one hell of a rap just to take down one player at Inferno. And there he is. Finally, he's been on the manhunt for... Whoa! Oh, my God. There's no way. Inferno got that dog on him here in this one. And so does the Deagle as well. Lucky. This one, you said it. I should have believed you, Day. I got to stop putting my foot in my own mouth. One player left standing. It's for the ace. Both points of entry, they're locked down. Raid with a slide peek. It's good. We're back to being tied.
Yeah, unfortunately, you lose out on 3 players, and Bomb is down at A, and you have 4 bodies of Kings stacked up inside. Not a recoverable 2v5 situation. So it kind of is what it is there, but we are going to have our round 3 underway. 4 more of the 117 offense, and you can see they're playing much slower this time around. Caesar can have the bomb in the boiler room here, might get an opportunity to pick up Raid. And it's a little bit unfortunate that 117 kind of read that, Kings kind of read that 117 wouldn't replay for the A site, because realistically, we only sent Grizz A this time. Another full send A out of 117, maybe a free round win there.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Spy, I think he realizes the importance of that and is going to be able to double back. So let's see what he can do now as he's kind of just covering the middle of the map. And the dogs, they have yet to start the fight. Minute has progressed in this one. This is about as slow as it gets. Here comes the hit. Over towards the generator site. Saturn's looking for a little bit of a first blood. Inferno right around the corner. He's got a DLQ, but he doesn't realize it. There it goes. Shoestring's going to be attacked. Saturn's going to be good for 1. Raid there for the trade, but he's going to get ousted as well. And everything just kind of falling to pieces here on the back end for Kings. And it's going to lead him to 2. So bomb's going to be made over. Lucky going to shut down Grizz. And now it's all on the man Marvel. He went big in the last game. He's going to need to go astronomical here in this one as he's got a 1v4. And that bomb making the double back to 8. That is not giving me any kind of expectation for him with the clutch. Let's see what he can do, though.
All right, well, bomb plant coming in. The A side is going to work out. And Marvel going to get dropped by Karma. Another round win coming through for 117. And like I said, this is their strong suit. This is usually their bread and butter mode. So if they can win this one, they can push us further into the series. They'll get another opportunity in a hard point that's a little bit more known to all of the players. Again, I think a lot of teams really screwed themselves by banning Arsenal away all season long. It was announced by COD Mobile as part of the official map pool, and I think more teams should have got that practice in. So a little bit rough there, but when we get into our next hard point, assuming we get there, we'd be looking at a Takeoff, and that's one that all these players are a bit more familiar with. Maybe you have an opportunity there where 117 can make a series happen and get to that final game of Search and Destroy.
Well, this one might be a doozy of a round. 1-7, not starting off on the right foot this time around. Bomb nowhere in sight. It's already back at the spawn. Look at it. It's on the mini-map, Chad. I think Lucky's starting to realize that, but he says, you know what the hell with it says, you go ahead and do it. You've got a SMG, you've got boxing gloves, you can run a little quicker. They got a green light here over towards the B site. Inferno gonna get naded out as well. As soon as I went to select him and catch his point of view, it was all out chaos. Marvel gonna chuck the nade, says, let's see if it hits. Oh, I think the trophy actually got it. He's gonna be able to live scot-free, so no damage done from the nade shot. Bomb's going to go down. We got a 4v5 here for the retake. Wrapping the rear is Karma. Marvel opening up the first encounter. Statter's there to quickly trade as the R9's out to play. And just like that, it's down to 2. Hit's going to be red. Spy's on his on. He's a demon. But even all those shots can't take down 3 players at a time. So 3-1 now as things starting to unfold here on the attacking side for 117. You got a little bit of a vision here. You just stall for a moment, maybe play as conservative as you can get, and then see what you can get away with on either side. Definitely seems to be the case that works well for them. Kings not really able to adjust here in the late game.
Yeah, definitely struggling at least a little bit here. Lucky did get a line of sight onto Marvel there, but was unable to land the shot. Now Marvel, with a cheeky angle of his own, was looking to maybe pick up the kill, but couldn't quite get the shot to land. Inferno, first blood going to come through with a literal frag. But bomb's still in the hands of Caesar. Obviously playing up at that boiler room right now, as you guys can see on the non-bugged mini-map here for Meltdown. Oh, nice jump shot out of Lucky. Going to get Marvel out of the window.
Peekaboo. He's there. Persistent is all get out. That's a huge first frag. You want to take that guy down instantly. Whoa! Inferno gets dropped too. I'm trying to figure out where he connected that shot from. Oh my god. It grazed him through the box. That's right there on the heady outside of the bomb. Right though. Doing God's work fighting one as well as another shot on another, but it's not going to be happening. Oh my god. Spy is on the clutch. He's already going to get dropped there by the intel from what looked like a concussion grenade as well. That one read perfectly. Backside wrap, not going to come through. And Kings, again, as I mentioned, as these rounds progress, not really showing up. Not really figuring out a way to pick this team apart. And anything that they do in the beginning of this round kind of just flips on their heads as soon as those first few trades come through. Let's see. Another round where we don't pick up the bomb there for 117. Will that result in maybe a mistake being made that, you know, could have been prevented?
All right, well, let's see as we keep rolling on here. 117. They've had a brilliant attack strategy so far. They lead 4-1, and now here we are in round 6. They get first blood taking down Grizz, and Grizz has been one of the most consistent players for Kings when it came to search and destroy. It's pretty rare you don't see a 10-kill search and destroy game out of Grizz, right? So being able to shut him down has been absolutely huge. Now, there is still the side flip, right? You know, maybe the offense will be a little bit better for Kings, but that's kind of hard to say because typically you'd be looking at defense having at least a small advantage on this map as long as you're not getting traded out first. But the bomb plant going to come through for Says, the 4v5 retake. Now going to happen for Kings, otherwise they'll be down at 5-1.
Oh, that was such a great kill there from Spy. If you did a little bit of intel on that push, you would know that Karma is very notorious for holding that site right outside of the A-bomb. Right now, he's not going to be able to make anything else happen. The Array going to peek out the corner. He's going to get dropped. It's all down to Marvel. He's already one shot. 5-1. Things falling like dominoes here. But it's out of Kings. Let's see if they can flip and maybe turn on a light switch or something. It's just not clicking here in the Search and Destroy so far. They've been outslayed. They've been outplayed. And even with some good reads out of Spy at times and some of the other players, they just really haven't been able to piece together a good Search and Destroy performance so far. And I can't really contribute to that being them underperforming. I think it's just 117 outclassing them. Spy trying to change things up. He's going to find the first blood. Karma's going to get dropped yet again. Satter's there for the trade, and the Grizz First Blood's not going his way this time around. He's sitting on 2, and that is a player you need to contribute. Frodo going to be able to find one there on Lucky, and, well, Lucky's got 7, so that's a huge kill. So, 1 for 2 in the trade category. Kings might be able to get this one if they can play their cards right.
All right, well, Kings, a 2-for-1 trade off the rip here. They did lose out on Grizz, but Inferno hit some really nice snipes as well. Stays!
Oh my God!
Now Raid last alive. He's going to pick up 1 before he gets dropped in the 6-1 map point in favor of 117, having a hell of a search and destroy. And like I said, this is where they stand their chance, and man, it's a little bit more of a chance than they're standing right now. They are dominating Kings when it comes to the search and destroy, which is great because I don't think the control will be in their favor, but this gives them another opportunity for a hard point on a map that is much more well-practiced for them. And then, if they win that, they can get us to another search, which they're obviously performing incredibly well in right now.
Oh no, my game just crashed in a way. Oh God, chat. We're in shambles right now.
Good thing we got the iPad.
Good thing we got the iPad is right. This one, I didn't expect to happen at all. Bomb's been planted. And surely we're going to be on the point of view with Says as the 2v4 will ensue. Try and get this simulator back up. It crashed once the other day. Right now it's already crashed. It crashed twice the other day, but it was in game 5, so it's understandable. Right now, we're in shambles. Quick hit over to the A side. That bomb went down ASAP. And a great round. I mean, they had nothing to lose. Well, actually, they had the whole game to lose, but it panned out perfectly, though. The hit over to the A site. Saturn's not able to get a single kill. We'll see what kind of post-round cleanups we've got. Saturn's not going to peek the angle. Instead, he's going to give away this plan for free. Karma is going to get dropped in the trades. Grizz, he's got rampant, man. He's got 5 on board right now. Last time we saw he had 2, so Bomb's going to be going down over to A yet again. They can't stop this A hit. However, Inferno going to get dropped on the outskirts, trying to do a little bit of a wrap. Let's see if these teams can, or see if 117 can get the break on into the hill. It ain't happening. Stays and Saturn's the last 2. Saturn's able to find 1. Stays, oh my God, almost catches the body and was almost out of there, but couldn't get the job done nonetheless. King staying alive when it matters the most.
All right, Kings, can you guys hold on for 4 more rounds, though, or at least 3 more wins would guarantee them some overtime. 4 would get them the advantage in that overtime. It's hard to say. I mean, we talked about Grizz being on 2 kills for the first 6 rounds. Well, here we are a couple rounds later, and he's up on 7 right now. Has switched over to a R90 himself. Got tired of Saturn's coming through and giving him the business. Said, "Hey, hold my non-alcoholic beverage. I'm gonna show you how it's done."
I don't know. I think there's some alcohol on that hopper, bro. I don't know if you've seen it at the end. That is certainly a big old cup of something that's foamy.
Root beer. Root beer.
Ah, that ain't root beer, Homer. Root beer ain't that light. Those are the ones that they've got the hops in them. If you know, you know. Just like Grizz's shots. His shots have certainly given some of these players hops. Saturn's, he's hopping on some. Caesar! Almost! He gets doofed himself, but he's going to be able to pick up the hopper for him as he does claim that kill. This could be the beginning of the end raid. Going to get involved there on some shots. Gives the intel to Inferno. Inferno going to be able to capitalize. We got a 3v3 now. Bomb's looking like it might go down over at B. But what's the hesitation? Spy not liking what he sees? Gonna go ahead and chuck that trophy. And that time could not have been any worse for him. Here come the hit. It's all down to their Inferno. And they've got 27 seconds. This one could be over. We'll see if Inferno can put on a masterclass. There goes the first shot. He needs 2 more.
Inferno. Got to clutch this one up for the team if you guys want a chance to come through with the win. Not going to happen. The close range fight against Caesar with the CBR is going to be a 1-1-7 victory coming through as predicted for our search and destroy here. Maybe a little bit more convincing than I would have thought it would have been, but It is going to get them a safety net for the control coming forward, which I think everybody would have to agree with me. Kings has been the best control team in all of Europe. For a while now. So we'll have to see if they continue that streak here today, or if 117 can possibly ride the energy that they have off of this win into a control victory. I think it's certainly going to be a little bit more difficult than just taking a control off Kings, especially on a map like Standoff. So we'll see as we continue to roll. Oh, cool. We got awards for you guys later too.
Oh, yay. Awards. Love to see those. Right now, we're taking a look at the post-action report, and I've got to say, Kings not very much so present there in the hardpoint, or the search and destroy. Hardpoint, they were all hands on deck. That search, kind of brutal, but based off that map selection that we were looking at, the best of 5, if you're looking at this journey in a whole, if you're 117, if you don't take that map, you're possibly getting 3-0'd. And that's not just saying because we think your control game is weak. We just know how strong Kings are in some of these respawn modes. You get into a game 4, you got yourself some opportunity to take off, and that might be a little bit more of an even playing field. So, control right around the corner, 1-1 series count. We've got our money's worth already out of this series, going the distance to 4. Can we see it make it to that search and destroy? That is the question. If we recall back, was it? No, it wasn't Meltdown where we saw the Animus series end against 117. It was actually Slums, and I remembered. Oh no, it was exclusive. Never mind. Just kidding. Just kidding. I have no idea what I'm talking about. We are good. We are good to go. I'm done. Somebody take the mic from me. I just need to shut my pie hole. That was exclusive that did it against Animus. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking it was 117 that did it, but I think they did it on Meltdown. I think I was right.
Oh man, Verdict. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a rough game 3 for the side of 117, in my opinion. You know, maybe again they can ride the energy of that win and put up a fight, but Standoff, control just spells Kings. All right, I got Kings all the way in this control. I think it's a toss up for a Takeoff hardpoint. I think 117 will perform better than they did on a Arsenal. And it's all about getting to that game 5 right now for the side of 117.
All about keeping this spawn trap from going through too. Look at Grizz. He's already trying to get to the back alley. Saturn's able to shut him down, though, before he does. And he's got a secondary and an R9 that will absolutely fry you up close. Grizz, you got to pull your gun out there. Okay, Saturns does take him down, but Marvel, oh my. The Nautilus, love to see it, homie. 2 on board. Let's see what he can find more. Hello, Lucky's got one, too. Not quite an RR right tag, but a DLQ, and he is piecing with it, too. So, 8 progress going through. You got a little bit of map control. You got Sayes on the back end putting in some work, too. It's finally going to get shut down, but nonetheless, progress still being collected here on A.
All right, well, we continue to roll on here. It's a couple life lead for the side of Kings, but 117 finding some ground here on the A site. They get the first tick, and it's looking like they're going to at least get the second. Now the big question for Kings is, do we just bunker down and defend next? You cannot allow your opponents to get into the head glitch on boxes there, right? Like, that is the ultimate win condition for the side of the offense. Does look like the A capture has been stopped, at least momentarily, but Raid committing suicide there. Not helpful for the team. Now, look at Inferno. This is such a cheeky spot for him to just try to pick one off. There it is. Picks one. Ooh. Tries to get out, but can't get away. Wasn't ready for Karma to be there as well. Raid, this is a bold push, man. Gets the kill. Almost gets bodied.
Oh, look at Grizz. There we go. This is not the place if you are 117 you want to deal with. It's not the player. This is not the loadout. This is not the guy. And look at it. He is just absolutely having his way with anybody that makes it out of the spawn. Obviously, they're not making it out very far. Saturn's finally able to shut him down. And 2 in the feed there in yellow. Let's see if they can make it happen over towards that B objective. Right now, they've got Inferno on the bomb, or the heady, the box heady, rather. And the hit is coming through. Lucky! Good night, bro. He was persistent on hitting that shot. Marvel going to get shut down as well. No map control there for the boys of blue. Kings trying to hold on for dear life, and it's down to an 8-6. You got a little bit of a lead, but you can't afford any more casualties.
Keep on rolling here in this matchup, Verdict. It's a 1 life lead for the side of Kings right now. Only 13 seconds left. Lucky gonna get shut down before he gets into position, and that's it. Oh, maybe not. Caesar with 2. But, I mean, 4 seconds running out of time. You've got multiple players anchoring down the position. Karma's down. Caesar's last alive. No time on the board. Excellent played defense there out of the side of Kings to close out that round. But now they've got to try their offense. And like we said, this is a very winnable map for the offense. If you can get in to boxes, and specifically if you have an operator available, you should not lose, right? And actually, I think it's a pretty big L here, Verdict.
Oh, God.
Knowing that this map was going to be in the mix, that we don't bring a gravity vortex.
I completely agree. I feel like EU has just kind of like put it on the back burner. It's like, did we forget about it? Is it not usable? I saw it in A. It is definitely still usable. Obviously, trophies can account for 2 of those shots. The third was the counter. And, well, if a third is what you're just banking on to find some kind of successes, obviously it's not enough, viability for EU to use. I don't know. On a map like this, I could very much see it being completely useful. Grizz putting his clown work up. I don't know if you caught him from his perspective. He spray painted the side of the wall. He's tagging him as well with the R9. There they go, right back into the funnel of death. That is just not a play on words for beer either, bro. 18-20 in the light count now as we see 1 second progress going through on the A side. They got 37 seconds to work with, Day.
Well, Raid did chuck his Sparrow into oblivion here a moment ago, so that could be a little bit rough, but looks like the A capture getting ready to come through. Saturns came in for the contest, but wasn't going to be able to get it. Kind of glad he didn't pop his Purifier there. And now the A capture is just given up. We just actually got off of A.
No, they got it. They got it. Trust.
No,
trust.
no,
Oh,
they
no.
don't.
Well, no. Hey, look. It was just a 1v1 in the hill. Says taking out Marvel for the 2-piece. Ray going to be able to put the finishing touches on this one. And it's certainly doable here on the left-hand side of your screen. Kings running away with it here on the objective, but the life count at a dead even draw. Hit over towards the front. Courtyard's going to be locked down. Says has been a demon for this 117 team, both the search and this control right now. He's giving them a fighting chance. Let's see if they can slow down the progress now. Saturn's going to be out. Spy. Not going to be able to do the D and get across the map. Inferno there for another. And right now they're counting their P's and the Q's. And so far it's looking pretty proper. Kings looking to run away with it. They can very much so do it. They just got to find a few bodies. Because they are not getting onto this B side. It is Saturn's unlucky locking it down right now. Oh, but here comes the Puri. Shouldn't have spoke so soon. It's barbecue chicken on the objective. Yes, Bobby. I stole that one. Don't be upset.
Tagging him on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm done. It's over.
Clipping it and tagging him on Twitter. Get him out of here, boys! Another round where Kings have a couple life lead here down towards the end. It's Says and Caesar. Hunter Killer out is definitely big right now, but is going to hit a wall. Maybe got the information, though, based on where it was heading. Caesar defending top stairs against Raid, but Grizz is here as well. Spy going to push through onto Says. The 2-0 lead now in favor of 117. They've kept these rounds fairly close, but like I said, the coordination when it comes to Kings in the moment for control is just superior.
It is indeed. Says, he's literally hanging on right in the corner, just waiting for someone to come and push him. He had all day with that War Machine. Unfortunately, could not pull the trigger. Nonetheless, This is the end of the control if this side cannot win an attack around 2 rounds in a row. They have rocked them. Kings looking like the best control team on all of EU2. Certainly on this map, they look just undeniable. Marvel going to be able to shut down one there in the middle of the map. Karma trying to get something rolling. Karma not so good here in the prime of this matchup. Obviously, he started to pick it up more a little bit later here in the control. Is Lucky going to be able to take down one there? Raid couldn't handle the heat. Gonna get shut down by his own Sparrow, though his teammates are there to pick up the pieces. Says finally being able to ease the pain, but I mean, this one is probably going to be a 3-0 based off of what kind of map control we see out of Kings right now.
Well, certainly looking that way. Right now, we've got a pretty likely scenario where Kings win the control here. Ready to get a fight at extra before he dies, but that saves for 2. +4 life lead for the side of Kings. Only a tick of progress on A currently, and 19 seconds on the clock. A difficult position for 117, but can they lock down a mid? It looks like Says here to help out. Does have that hopper that he picked up from, I believe, Grizz. Spy for 2. Time once again starting to tick away. Caesar gonna get in on the point. Says Predator missile in, but Caesar down. 4 lives left. Kings swarm. And that's gonna be GG, the 3-0 control victory. 100% prediction out of one of your casters here so far today. Incredible gaming.
Incredible. Absolutely. Very, very crispy performance. Kings showing up when it matters the most. Not necessarily in that search to destroy, though. They got lopsided there. They tilt back on the upright, though. And that's on the backs of Says having by far one of his best performances I have ever seen from him. He dropped 25, and we only played 3 rounds, Dave. 25! He was on a 7 spree in that last round. Till Spy finally took him off his rocker. Hit a decent primary and an even better secondary in that R90 picked up off the body of Grizz. So, lethal guns in the hands of lethal players making big-time plays, but his teammates not necessarily showing up as well along with him. I think the closest we had to it was Karma. He was -5, bro. This one, not relatively close. Not even, I mean, this is like Sun to Pluto close. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. +8 for Grizz. He's top frag. Raid with 20 is a 17 as well. 17 to 12 for Marvel. Spy, you know what? I ain't even mad. Your team looks so damn good. You can't even be, you know, upset with a 12 and 16 stat line. You didn't need to do much. You didn't need to do much. Team giving them everything here in that control. 117. Gonna have to reevaluate the game plans there. Or ban Standoff. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna get it through their heads. You can't play Kings on Standoff. That's just asking for an L.
It's a pretty rough situation for sure. So hopefully we'll be able to get into our next game and have a little bit of a fight out of the side of 117. Obviously, you can see that they were trying during that one, but like you mentioned, Verdict, playing Standoff against Kings is not smart.
Yeah, not at all.
It's not smart. So we'll see what happens. I mean, Says did incredible, right? Says came through top frag, well over 6 kills around, did his best carrying the team, but the rest of the team certainly struggled. I mean, Caesar on 10 kills, Lucky on 10 kills, Saturn's on 9. Pretty damn rough.
I think you're absolutely right. I was taking a look at what the bans were. There's no way we're banning Raid and you played like that on Standoff. Like, there's no way. You got to give yourself a fighting chance here in this series. And Control or Standoff just ain't it. And that's not me just talking. That was the game that just talked right back then and there. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. Very, very unfortunate standings here. But it is over to the hardpoint takeoff where this one could end. We're trying to run through these as quickly as possible. We are on for a long, long night if it does go the distance in every series. Right now, this one's progressing to be very quick.
in a 4-game spread. But we'll see what 117 can do now as their backs are against the wall. It is now or never. You lose this one, you head down to the lower bracket to face off against Exclusive. You win it, we might be seeing some fireworks here in this first series going to a game 5.
Well, we certainly might. We'll have to see as we continue to roll on. Obviously, Kings won the last hard point, and it didn't really look like anything out of their control. So we'll have to see if it's going to be the same this time around. Right now, they've got a lead off the start, but it is Takeoff. It's a map that more of these teams have practice on, and maybe that will be the difference maker when it comes to this matchup. Obviously, kind of hard to tell this early on. It's really going to be P3 and P4 where we figure out what we're going to have.
Okay, Grizz cooking. He's scooting Boogie there. The gung-ho absolutely fits his play style. He is running and gunning. He's going to be able to find 6 so far in this one. It is very hard to shut him down. Lucky for the top row if those going to be able to do so. So the setup here for P2 being made. Anytime you give up 40 seconds off of P1, you've got problems that need to be addressed. So already off to a terrible start if you ask me in 117. You got to dig yourself out though somehow, and P2 is certainly looking very, very good for you so far. You got complete map control, but you don't have anybody on the objective. Says down low, realizes that, and is going to hop towards the staircase himself. Grizz there for the trade. God, is there any answer for the man? He's got 10. He's literally doing it all. And it's just such a painful player to play against. I feel bad for 117. I absolutely hate watching Grizz just run and do whatever the hell he wants. There's got to be a way to shut this guy down, right? Oh my God.
Well,
fine. Okay, there we go. He doesn't get a 4 feed before he drops. God, he's just such a pesky player, man.
He's pretty decent. He's indeed pretty decent. But we'll have to see as we continue to roll on here what we're going to have happen, because it's a close game this time around. Only 7 points going to be separating Kings and 117 right now. P3 opens up. Says goes for the challenge, gets dropped. Saturns gets turned on. Man, dude, Raid's going ham on this hill. Raid's going ham on this hill.
Oh, he's going bonkers. There goes the Sparrow 2. I don't think he's reading the spawns proper. Maybe if he peeks up top, he'll find something that he likes. Right now, he's just kind of burning through this Sparrow. He's got 2 more shots out of it. I've barely found 2 kills out of it. Okay, there. No, it was 1. It was only 1. Very unfortunate, but we'll go back and reevaluate that one. Right there, he's doing it hot with the gun. He's got a 4 feed. 5 technically. Does earn the Predator missile, but those spawns are compromised right now. 117 trying to get back into the swing of it. Grizz right on the end of the corner. He's got 14. He's starting to stall out a little bit. And 117 trying to answer back with a little bit of a chain over to that P4 site. So they've got lockdown for the time being. It is not a big lead for the side of Kings. They've been slaying the hell out, and they've been looking pretty great. But you'd like to think that they would see a little bit more of that hill time. Unfortunately, it's been a lot of contesting. And only 40 points collected after these past 2 hills. So you looking at it from the grand scheme of things, it's still very doable here for 117. His claws pop for Lucky. He's going to be able to find some of the ricochet bullets. He's going to be able to find a 2-piece. That's going to keep the Madmen out of the objective for that long. But as soon as it disappears, so does the hill.
Well, we're continuing to rock and roll here. And it's a very, very intense game between these 2 teams. Hard to say who's going to come out on top. Again, I think most people would be leaning on the side of Kings for this one. But 117 absolutely need this so that they can get into that next search and destroy. We obviously saw the performance that they had on Meltdown. If they want a chance to get into another search and destroy, it's got to begin here. And it's not going to be easy. Kings are not going to let you have it.
No, they're not, but I gotta say, man, 6-point deficit after seeing 40 points on P1. I mean, golf claps all around there for the boys over at 117. They know what's up for grabs here. They know if they take to a game 5, they've got a fighting chance. Obviously, it's in the road. You're moving down to the lower bracket if you don't. Stays in a prime position to go big up top red. He's gonna get shut down. And right now, you cannot afford to give up 40 off of P1. It's just not. If you close them out here on P1, you might be able to just run away with a lead, because You saw it, only 50 points gathered on backs of P2, P3, and P4. So if you continue that kind of success, you've got yourself a very, very decent game and chance to see that surge. Right now, it's all about keeping the members out of the objective. And so far, they've done a great job of that and getting some points off of the P1 objective as ringside's coming to a close. 10 seconds left to go. 117, not completely in the driver's seat yet. Let's see what they can do on the rotation. Saturn's going to get shut down. Grizz up top. He is back on it, but at a distance. That's an ego chow that I would have not liked him to see to take.
All right, well, fortunately for him, it just kind of is what it is. It's the ego chow that he decided he wanted to go for, and well, it didn't work out very well for him. So we'll see as we continue to roll on. Only 20 points separating these two teams. Obviously, right now it is looking kind of similar to that first hard point, where even though we see success coming through out of the side of 117, it hasn't yet really felt like we don't have control for the side of Kings. So we'll have to see as we continue to roll on here if that's going to change. It's very, very close, but
Nerves are certainly getting the better of these players at times. I've seen more missed shots out of these Annies and some of the Sparrow shots out. I mean, hey, look, we know the tension's high. You know, in the heat of the moment, you've got to perform. And right now, it's the side of Kings that are performing, though. They've got a 40-point advantage and counting. Grizz going to be able to get the turn and burn there on another. It's a rotation over the new. They don't quite have the spawns. Let's go ahead and dive on in to see what they sound like trying to get this break, as it can be impossible at times. Let's see how they handle the pressure. Kings listen in.
They got two blue. They got two blue.
They have two blue.
Yo, go side heavy first. Go side heavy. They're not ready yet.
One is P1 flashed.
One side, one shot. Left side. One more.
Medic, let's go medic.
To launch.
Alright, get spawn now.
One limit, one tap, limit, one tap.
Get spawn. Work for the spawn now.
One launch. One net launch. To the limit.
I need that, guys. I need that.
I have
Balcony. Nice.
Hey, one.
Go.
Nah, get on time. I'm watching over you.
They have Chobi.
1P1.
I'm flashed. I want two pushing.
P1.
Watch that.
P1. I need
I'm watching P1. I don't see P1.
Bottom back. Yep.
Medic.
One more. P1 dead. Nice. Good shit.
P1.
Hey, let's have P1 you.
I'm putting. Listen. They have two medic. One white.
Grizz, one top.
One is launch.
Check.
Oh, the comms there. They handled the pressure. You heard the redirect. They got the... Gotta love the pressure that they put on that P3 site. Listen-ins were a dub. I don't know if you got a chance to hear how that interaction happened, but without War Machine pops, they get that spawn. They heard all the operators coming through. And nonetheless, it is the Kings that take a little bit more of a commanding lead themselves. And 117 gets absolutely outplayed on that P3 break.
yeah, definitely a big game for Kings there. And, you know, it continues to be a situation where we have points on the board for 117, but it doesn't feel like it. You could watch this game happen the way it's been happening, and I would feel equally the same if you told me it was 197 to 45, right?
Yeah.
That's just how the game has felt. I don't mean any disrespect to the side of 117 in that. In fact, you guys know in chat that I have been a 117 fan and have cheered this team on pretty regularly for seasons now. But that is just the reality that I'm experiencing currently in this matchup. So we'll see as we continue to roll on if that's going to change or if Kings are just going to take this one realistically uncontested.
Well, Skull got to get here. 70-second deficit. They got to get it all here on P1 and then some there on P2 as well. Keep 46 points out of the pockets of the Kings. That's been chump change around here. Obviously, second set of hills, way better, way tighter. The brakes, absolutely well coordinated. You either heard it there in those comm listen-ins. There's no way you bounce back after that one and chain over to P4 to go along with it. And you're getting pieced here in P1. 20 seconds left to grab here to go. Job not quite done yet. You need this one to book yourself to the grand finals if you are the Kings. You need this one to stay alive if you're 117. Right now, they are barely keeping their heads above the waters. It looks like they might just drown, though.
right, well, we'll obviously have to see as things continue to roll on here, but with only 27 points to go for a victory out of the side of Kings, you got to imagine this one is going to be over momentarily, right? So we'll see as we continue to roll what's going to happen, but if 117 want a victory here, they got to bring something together here, and they got to bring it now because they cannot afford to give up anything to Kings at this point. And it looks like they're actually off to a great hold for this P2, but they're burning everything for it, Verdict. Every single operator they had available, they burned, and now they're sitting on just the Purifier. And if I had to guess, probably burn the Purifier here at the beginning of next, which may be enough, maybe not. Nope, not even
there it is. There. Yeah, hey, if we get there, it was the key word. Right now, it's a lockdown. There's not quite time to close it out here on P2, but it's certainly looking like just a you know, a penny or maybe two that'll keep us over into. No, it's gonna be a little bit more. The contest does come through. Say's gonna be able to find some kills there as the Sparrow's gonna be able to, or not the Sparrow, but the Hunter Killer's gonna get tossed. But in the transition, it is brutal. Predator's going to come raining down the opening engagements here in P number 3. Could be the last. Only 10 seconds needed. They're going to pull out the bow and arrow. They're going to pull out the Fury. They're going to pull out the Annie, the big guns here to play. And they are locking it down. King shutting it down here in 4. Making a 250 to 175 victory. Well fought for both sides. Ultimately, one team just being better in the occasion. And that one absolutely going in favor of Kings. They do not drop a single respawn. The search, however, definitely needs some improvement. So, they booked the tickets to the grand finals. 117 gonna have to duke it out with Explosive to figure out what we're gonna see in that one. Let's pay some respects to the teams here now. Grizz, 40 and 46. You know what? You were just so damn menacing, bro. Disgusting on the map at the beginning of it. Minute 30 as well to go along with Hill time. Minute 44 for Spy, 38-34. 42 and 31, Mr. Inferno. A round of applause, man. What a performance out of you.
Well, a solid game coming through between these two teams, but I think Kings, unsurprisingly, going to come through with the victory there. 117 put up a great fight, but it's important to make note that it's not over for them. They will be going on to the losers bracket to play off against Exclusive, the other team that helped them knock Animus out. Obviously, it started with 117. Exclusive put the nail in the coffin, and now those two teams are going to face off head-to-head for the opportunity to come through and take down Kings in a grand finals run. Man, what a game, though. What a series. I'm proud 117 coming through with that Surge victory. And, you know, just fell a little bit short when it came to the respawns, which, again, to be fair, is kind of expected against a team like right now.
Oh, you're absolutely right. They've done absolutely phenomenal there in the respawns. We're going to take it back to the hostess. Give us a breakdown. Deanna, what happened there? No success outside of the search and destroy for 117. They've got to a lot to improve on, but they've got to face off against a very hungry opponent and Exclusive coming up next.
Well, overall, it was a very exciting game. Obviously, seeing Kings playing every single time is exciting, and also 117 not found after, you know, they played so good during the whole season, right? So obviously, talking about the response, talking about the hard points, both hard points, you know, Kings had the upper hand. They started with full P1s, right? Getting 30, 40 points from the beginning, right? On that Arsenal map, in the first one, it was just absolutely amazing, right? Marvel was dominating, was getting the kills all over the place, right? Everyone was playing OBJ. It was a very good map for them, and I feel like watching them play on Arsenal is like the best experience. I didn't saw anyone playing as good as they. Maybe I need to watch more NA or other regions, but overall, until now, I feel like they are my favorite when it comes about this, you know, Arsenal map, right? In the second set of hills from the first hardpoint, you know, 117 not found, tried to get some breaks, tried to get some scrap time, but it was actually denied by the side of Kings, and overall, it was very, very good both hardpoints. Now going into the S&D, it was very, very different because I feel like 117 had the upper hand, you know. They actually looked way better than they looked in the hardpoint, and they actually managed to win, right? And my question is, what do you think they did different in the S&D and they didn't they couldn't do it in the hardpoint or response overall verdict?
Look, I mean, you get into a matchup against a team like Kings, you've got to bring your A game to the table. Regardless of what it is in the search or in the hardpoint or the control. More importantly, you just cannot play Kings on control standoff. That map does not cater to the play style that 117 brings to the table. You do it on a little bit more of an even playing field. Knowing that Kings banned control strike, you've got to figure out what the weakness is in that raid. Certainly could have been where you could have gauged a little bit more. Now we're not going to be able to see that. Knowing that you're going up against a team like Exclusive as well, moving forward, you've got to get through this series. You got to get tighter on these hard points. Search or destroy, chef's kiss, absolutely perfect.
Yeah, definitely. They had such good control in Meltdown. They managed to actually get the kills, and overall it was quite fast. It was fast rounds. And 117 are actually doing way better. And then coming into the control, I feel like I associate control standoff when Kings play. It's like Arsenal hardpoint for them because they look too good on it. They look too good on it. So overall, that 3-0 for control, it was fast, and it was something that I was expecting. I was expecting Kings gonna win, but I knew that 117 gonna keep it close. They couldn't really keep it close as much, but that S&D was convincing. Hopefully we're gonna see them as good as they did, or maybe better after our break, because guess what, guys? We need a break. We need to hear a word from our sponsor, Gorilla and COD Mobile, and we're gonna be back. and welcome back. We did had, well, a little bit of a longer break because we were waiting, you know, for a team, but you know, sadly things happen. It's EU, you know, you can't change EU, I guess, you know, the queues, forfeit and everything, you know, you can't change that. It's just sad because we are in the finals. Who would have thought that? Tell me, verdict. Dave?
Man, what kind of horrible team comes into the semifinals, the winner's bracket finals, and then forfeits, verdict?
I don't know, bro. I mean, that's money on the line. It's just
free money.
I'm not sad. I'm just upset.
Yeah.
Well, I would be upset too if that was the case, but we do have two teams showing up to our losers bracket finals here. Of course, these teams have put the work in, and they are here to prove it and show their stuff. 117 versus Exclusive is heading your guys' way. It just felt weird having an EU day without a DQ, so
we
felt the need to troll you guys a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. it was funny. It was Dave's idea anyways, and I moved with it because it was a smart one. You know, I miss the DQs. You guys, you know,
no, we don't. Don't lie.
We got used to it. You know, we got used to it. It's like a normal day. It's like, you know. True.
We did get used to it. Like, that's kind of a bad thing to do.
Yeah, well, it's weird when we don't have a DQ.
It is.
Because today we felt weird. But we are here for Exclusive versus 117, a best of 5 games. And if you actually missed the first round, right, the first matchup, you can go on the YouTube channel. The link is in description / in chat pinned, right? You can go sub and you can actually watch the VOD later because we're gonna put it there as soon as the broadcast is end. I usually watch it the next day while I'm at work, you know. But yeah, it is. I wanna watch myself. Oh,
Chat's finally catching up.
No.
all right, Rehan. I don't know if you can say that's pathetic. We'll go there, bud. We'll go there if you want to go there.
Look at this.
Everyone's got a big laugh. Goodness. You guys are so gullible.
Indeed.
Yeah, go ahead and laugh it up. This is just it's like, hey, what better way to end the the entire EU day than just to kind of like throw it in you guys' face. I hope you guys enjoyed that one.
Oh, this one. Oh man. I blushed, but we are here for exclusive. Yeah, for a second I was like, Exclusive and 117 not found. They are both in the lobby. Guys, any prediction before we go over the maps?
I don't think I want to touch this series. I think I want to see it play out. I think 117 definitely has to be like who you roll with as far as like favoring in a matchup like this. But after looking at the regular season stats and then seeing how Exclusive is played here in the later portion of this tournament, I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
How about you, Dave? Do you have any predictions?
I think this one's a toss-up. I think Exclusive and 117 both proved themselves pretty heavily during the playoffs here, so we'll see what happens as things continue to roll on. I truly believe either team has an opportunity to come out on top here. But if I had to make a statement, it's not necessarily who I think is going to win, but we already saw 117 versus Kings, and it didn't work out, so I think I would like to see Exclusive get the chance.
Okay, I like it.
I like it too, but I am rolling with 117. You know, I'm rolling with 117. I feel like they're the strongest team in this matchup, but I'm here to be, surprised by Exclusive. And Verdict, do you want to go over the maps, please? Please.
I do, absolutely. I'm taking a look at them right now. Everything's up on the screen. You can see it. Hardpoint Arsenal for game number 1. Firing Range, Search and Destroy for that game 2. 3. It's Raid. It's Control. The Standoff ban actually came through for Exclusive, so kind of interested to see that one happen. But let's go past game 3. We will see a Takeoff Hardpoint followed by a Search and Destroy on Slums, pinning a game 5. So we'll have loved to see maybe a Meltdown Search and Destroy chose by the side of Exclusive based off the results from the regular season, but also seeing how they handled Kings. Maybe today is just not the right day to see Meltdown for them.
Makes sense, but I to roll with them. You know, they had such a good, like, they were consistent during the whole season. You know, and I feel like Exclusive was too, but in this matchup, I feel like 117 has the upper hand. But I'm here to be surprised. I'm gonna let you do it. Have fun casting, and I'm gonna be back with a cool breakdown after.
Okay. She dipped out quick. We didn't even catch any flag for seeing Raiden this one day. Something's up. We might have to check on our homegirl. She might not be feeling well. We'll see her after this series is done. And on the opposite end of it, we will find a worthy adversary for the Kings team, who has been undeniably the best EU team that we have seen to date. All right, let's go ahead and buckle up. We're not even going to waste anybody's time. We're wanting to get to that end result. Game number 1, the hardpoint Arsenal. We saw it played early. I mean, it wasn't terrible from 117, right? It looked like they could have used some improvement, but I mean, it's kind of hard to gauge after seeing their opponents. I mean, I think they are undoubtedly the best ones on this map in all of Europe, maybe even across the globe. And that's right, Kings might be the best Arsenal team. Let's see how Exclusive do it, because if they learned anything after that first series, it's maybe how to pressure this team.
If they learned anything after the first series, maybe we just ban this one away. Let's be real here.
Hey, that's spicy. This ain't Kings, though. This is Exclusive.
Well, I'm talking about 117.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't look bad.
The rotations were very strong.
I mean, the rotations for P3 were great. The P3 was the biggest rotation that you need. That is the money hill. And they had it both times. They just couldn't get the points. They couldn't get the points. Kings just have the magic recipe for success here right now. Exclusive, I mean, they're offering up some 15 points already off the back of P1. So maybe they have some pretty decent strats too. Right now, they're continuing to rack up the hill time, and they are soaking it up as well. So maybe you are right.
All right, well, we will certainly see. Right now, it is a pretty heavy lead for the side of Exclusive, and that is big for them for sure. But P2 opens up, and 117 going to be the first on the hill at this point. And they're racking up some good time here on this P2, so maybe they got an opportunity to get themselves maybe a lead off of this one if they continue to do well. And Holger going to be in the hand of Neil here. Obviously a strong weapon in the current meta. The big flank push from behind is going to be good for 2. And that is Exclusive with a big break coming through. Now, can they hold their half here? Right now, it is a sea of blue in the kill feed, and Exclusive off to a great start.
And you take a look at the mini-map at the top right of this screen. That third hill is about to be posted up. There goes the circle. Rotation's already being made. Champy is all the way here. And he's got 2 to hold down the fort with him now. He's going to get spotted by Lucky Caesar. Already eating some bullets, too. He has got to stay alive. He is going to drop. He ain't going to take any bodies with him. This one, very, very unlikely to see. Now as the hills pop open, 117. Don't have the advantage of having the hill or the backside spawns. But they do have the hill for the time being. And even with those spawns being locked down on the backside, they're not able to capitalize on Exclusive. Actually getting ran through here on this P3 objective. And this is exactly where you needed to ease the bleeding. Matter of fact, you're going to have the first 30 seconds all to yourself, Day. 117. Racking up the points, soaking it up. They're going to deal the damage on the backside, too. Karma going to go ahead and secure those backside spawns. Ain't no break coming through anytime soon.
All right, like I said, no break coming through anytime soon. And right now, we have an intense matchup between these two teams. And I do think you made a good point that the strongest hill on this map for the side of 117 was definitely that P3. And, you know, I think they're going to need a little bit more than that to capitalize. Obviously, we're not going up against the Kings again, so maybe that's a little extra sign of grace that they can bring to the table. But a small lead developed for the side of 117 here. Can they keep it up as we get our P4 out? And then we'll be getting ready for a P1 rotation once again.
I gotta say, Operator's not necessarily utilized to perfection there on the right-hand side of our screen. Let's see if Lucky can do better. He's going to be able to find 2, make it 3, though. He's going to get dropped. So better utility usage than Karma. Karma has not had any success outside of a one and done on the Annies in any of the series we've seen so far today. Not being any different here in this one now as we see P4 big guns already out there as Purifier is going to come through too. Yaya. Going to get 1 post-mortem there, so that's 2 for him. Hill time going to be collected in trolls. It's 18 seconds left to go here in the P4 objective. An 8-point advantage going towards the right-hand side of our screen. So, we've got ourselves a scrappy one now as the lead might be transferred back over. Lucky the only man on this side of the map to contest for his team as the rest are trying to make the rotation through. He's going to get shut down. That lead transfer going to go back into the hands of the players over at Exclusive. Let's see if they can run away with it now. P5 about to open up for business. Big rotations being made, and this is a huge map and a lot of ground being covered. Veery looking perfected in this one so far. Going to be able to get shut down, though. Is going to be able to take a few with him, but over to the lounge room we go. It is 117 all over it, Day. Let's go ahead and hop in and see how those comms sound now. As things, this time around, looking a lot better for them.
Cafe, one more, I'm low.
I got coffee dead.
Nice.
One is dead. Dead.
One Schnell. Schnell going cafe.
One more deep dead.
Cafe dead.
Nice.
One cafe, okay, nice. I push on you.
One is in the spawn.
2 deep, one is one.
It's
Nice,
good,
one more.
let him to front, guys.
I got this spawn.
One is one, El
One
Cuatro.
Schnell.
One, no. Two low.
Ramp dead.
I'm on P1, I need help.
Watch out lobby.
One window.
One. On me, on my body.
Get found.
And all.
He's spamming. P1, guys. Coffee side.
Yeah. Coffee dead.
I'm gonna push lobby.
One side dead. One more side, right side. Sparrow dead. Push. It's one right side. Ben side.
Lobby dead.
One is cafe.
Dead.
Cafe.
Cafe dead.
Nice.
Despawn lobby.
Okay, gotta love it. Those comms 10 times better than we heard out of them earlier on against the Kings team. Right now, Exclusive not able to hold on to any kind of advantages here on the first set of hills. As a matter of fact, things getting a little lopsided off the backs of a stout P1 hold here for 117. Day, we'll be thinking W listed in there for 117, right? Oh, wait, he's still down there. That guy's mesmerized. All right, that's going to lead us to another listed in. We're going to go ahead and jump in with Exclusive. Things are hot. They're down by 60. Can they make the comeback? Let's do it in and find out.
They have two red. Platform. Watch window.
Ram.
There's one window.
Window sill, watch my window. You watch my window.
Platform one shot.
Window. 2 window. T1.
Platform dead.
One dead. They're gonna be
On
ramp.
ramp.
We have window. Ram.
I do not hit him. He's pushing up tunnel.
One dead. One L. They're still all ramp. Watch ramp.
Tunnel.
I'm going hill. Wait. Deep. It's going on big thing.
Nice, thank you.
I spawn ramp.
Keep that.
Tunnel, one shot, he's on site, one shot.
Got him. Tunnel dead.
Tunnel, watch our tunnel.
I'm using that one.
Top. Vid on you.
City dead. Bro,
Nice.
One more city. Yo,
I'm
play
going
close
next.
up,
I'm going next.
Yeah, go next as well. I'll go deep. I'll get deep.
Okay, green box. 2 guys old. 3. Go new. So we set up.
I'm stuck.
Ramp, he's gonna go window.
I'm lobby right now. I'm yellow.
Hedges.
I'm picking. I'm vent right now.
Push me.
Vent. One guy. Both one shot. Both dead.
I'm coming hill.
Good shit.
Alright, get set up. Someone go stairs.
One stun hedges.
Stairs.
One stun hedges.
He's dead.
Nading your stairs.
Stairs.
They got spawns.
I have hedges. 2 hedges.
Two hedges.
Stay up, bro. I could kill him with.
2 more hedges. They're pushing up.
Hedges. There's one guy statue. That one hedges behind you. Behind you. I'll peek hedges.
Okay, comm check in. Absolutely handling the pressure very well, but here comes the hit from Caesar. They're not going to be able to get the break. The Sparrow takes down a few with him. Listen-ins on both fronts. I think they were a little more shaky, if I had to say so, with Exclusive. They didn't sound as assuring as the right-hand side of our screen. Am I right?
No, definitely not. And this is a problem that I think Exclusive has had pretty regularly. When they're down, you can hear it in their voice. You can tell by the energy that they're bringing to the table. So that's something I hope that they're able to find a way to overcome. Right now, they're able to get some final trickle points here at the end of this hill, but we are getting ready for another reset. We're sitting down about 20 points for the side of Exclusive, and they've got to be able to bring things back here. I mean, you have one player in Viri absolutely frying out leagues above anybody else in this game, yet we're still down from some bad rotations, some late rotations, and some really weird decisions trying to make breaks, like in weird 2v5 situations, where now the team is staggered really bad, and I think that's cost them a lot, and a lot of that could be that lack of like truly upper level competition.
Fates. Fates. He's doing it to him. He's taking down 2 right there, and more importantly, he took down Lucky, who I think you took 3 or 4 down the first set of rotations in with that claw indeed. Now, I do believe he put some damage in, but Fates is perfecting his class as well. Yaya right here to have his back. He's going to get dropped. It's all down to him. Caesar here for the contest. 5 seconds. Now, before we make the rotation over the new, you can see a little bit of a presence inside the break room for Exclusive. Champy's got the right idea. This window seal absolutely locked down, but not necessarily the loadout to hold this position from. There goes the smoke from Karma. Here comes the hit from each and every angle. Karma's trying to wrap through the front. And Saves and team trying to clear out all odds and ends. They're going to be able to take down 2, but 2 in return. Viri drops 40 so far. Is going to get dropped as he can't find anymore, and 117 have the backside spawns. It looks like this break is going to come through, pending a miracle here out of Neil. 30 seconds left to go. They're going to be able to regroup some of this deficit and maybe even take a little bit of a lead if this hit does not come through timely. Oh, there it goes, Neil.
Oh. Neil with the boxing glove switches over to the holder. Can't get the follow-up kill, and what a intense game we have going on here. A 6-point difference as Exclusive are able to bounce back into things. Now, a little bit of trickle time going over to the side of 117, but we're getting ready to be heading over to next Champy. Gonna get the clear out on end here, but this is what I'm talking about. Why are we sending 3 people to fight over 2 seconds? That does not get your team, enemy team, a win. And we've now forbade ourselves a position on P1, and this is probably where 117 comes through with the victory off of bad decision making.
Poor.
From the side of Exclusive.
Viri, he's gonna need to deliver a strike. That's it. Poor decisions. Bad wrap there to the P1 site. Stout P5 hold, P4 hold as well. You don't normally see a lot of time get collected. It's highly contested over at the big guns, the artillery rotation over to P4. But they maximized, and it was primarily just because of Feints making big brain plays. Now, he could have made a big brain mistake as well. I don't know if he saw those loadout options for the score streaks. He's trying to wrap him quick, Day. He don't want the Predator. This map, probably the best choice as well for it. The Hunter Killer probably provides a little bit more of a flexible operation to pop, and with it being cycled that quickly, could be devastating, but also very fruitful. Nonetheless, even after a very, very I don't know if I've seen Viri go off that much in a game ever since 2021. Even after a damn good performance out of him, dropping 46 in this one, it's not enough to get the job done. Caesar and team, 117, the Spanish Connection. They play the objective to a T. Saturn's with 2 minutes and 26 seconds on the hill, plus a +2 in the KD department. Only +1 for Caesar, but my God, that one got close. It came down to a P1 that was very, very sloppy. Very sloppy. For Exclusive.
Yeah, I mean, some great plays out of the side of 117, but more importantly, some really rough decision making out of the side of Exclusive there. You know, again, I think sending 3 people to deny your opponents 3 points on that other hill, that
Instead
wasn't going to get them a victory.
Yeah.
Why not just be set up for next? Why not be set up for the win? So hopefully they'll get some VOD review in. Hopefully they'll be able to, you know, I understand in the moment some of those decisions can be a little bit harder to make. So, you know, maybe having, you know, been able to go back, VOD review, maybe listen to some of our opinions on some of the bad plays that they had. Maybe that's things that they can try to notice the next time that they are in that kind of situation, and be able to capitalize in a more efficient manner then. By no means am I saying we're better players than them, but we have kind of that eagle eye perspective where we're not also focusing on playing, we're just focusing on watching the plays that get made.
Yeah.
So I get it. Trust me, I'm sure I've made worse decisions in games before myself. So
oh, I know I have.
Too much there, but yeah.
I mean, look. I mean, you're talking about the best play you ever made in Warzone was with a freaking crossbow. Okay. Okay, we've made poor decisions often.
Listen,
as a matter of fact, our poor decisions have been our best plays. Okay, it is so much fun. I have to tell you, I did drop 15 in Resurgence recently with the crossbow that was recently added into Modern Warfare 2. So I did it just because of you. I would have never used a crossbow. I'm not skilled or talented in any regard with a gun like that. It's kind of cringe, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. But you made it look so good.
I rewatched that clip of running the two guys over and then finishing.
That was so great. Yeah. I mean, hey, that was well worth the high blood pressure. Trust. If you know, you know. Okay. Well, hey. We're done reminiscing. We're done talking about the last game. We are good to roll into game number 2. The emulator's back up and running. I wanted to go ahead and restart it just in case, as I forgot to do it before we restarted this series and in between the breaks. So predictions are in. Exclusive not being able to get the job done in the hardpoint. Very, very alarming. I do recall from the regular season, though, the summit was awfully close as well for that first game, but the search and destroy, which was a meltdown, actually went in favor of the side of exclusive. This time around, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't think they're on the right. Are we really starting them off on the defense? Exclusive starting off in the first 6 rounds on the defense. Is that how we're doing it? Oh, exclusive has the upper hand. Okay. Ooh, not gonna matter though. 2 for 1, make it 2 for 2, make it 2 for 3. This one, getting out of hands early. Yeah, last player alive. Yikes. Tough way to start.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up. Enemy has
man.
Bomb spotted.
All right, well. Getting on into the action here. Does look like we are going to have a sniper start for Neil. Obviously, that is common for him. We saw him go absolutely crazy in last week's performances. So, actually, I think Tuesday he popped off pretty heavy too. So,
true.
We'll see as we continue to roll on what exclusive is going to bring to the table here. Neil's already got 2 on the board. He got Feints and Champy with 1. We'll see if they can tie things up. Obviously, a big opening round for 117. But kind of falling apart a little bit the second round. Viria and Neil shredding them. Here comes Yaya for another. And now Saturns does get 1 onto Feints, but it'd be a 1v4 clutch Saturns has to bring together here. Not saying I don't think Saturns is a player capable of doing so, because the Mad Lad absolutely is. But I think we also have to look at the reality of the level of competition that we're at. The likelihood of a 1v4 is pretty slim.
Yep, there goes the intel too. The trophy system going to be alarmed there for Viri. Saturn still stuck in wood. Neil, he says, "The hell with this, bro." Oh my God, peeks inside the door. I thought he was about to get his wig split. Saturns did take down 1 before he went. Of course it was Viri, bro. Come on. You know better than that, homie. Last 2 left standing there. Neil able to get the job done. Yeah, was this there for insurance. Nonetheless, payoff round. We are tied even. Good bounce back round. Right now we're buckling up for a B-side hit, and Veer just could not get his gun up. And now we're going to play on the back burners of possibly a retake. Swarming the area. There it goes. Oh my God. Says, not necessarily knowing what he was ready for there, is going to be able to extend out, but the bomb plan is going to go down nonetheless. And we've got a square 3v3 here for the retake. And not a bit of map control coming through. Nobody on the flank. It's a direct hit here for Champy. And they've got to be flawless here if they want to get this defused, eh?
All right, well, I'm unsure what the boycott verdict going on in chat is right now, but it is absolutely a mutiny going on over there, verdict. But in this game right now, it is going to be exclusive. Coming through, Neil, a demon with the Locust on this map, going to pick up kill number 5. Is going to be big round win for the side of exclusive as they now take themselves a little bit of a lead here. Keep in mind, we talked about 117 earlier being a bit stronger of a search and destroy team than they are respawns, and they proved that against a much more difficult team. So we'll see if they're going to be able to bring this one back. Obviously, they're on the offense off the start. Can be a little bit difficult here on the firing range, but 1-for-1 trade to open things up. Champy for Karma. There's another 1-for-1 in Caesar for Feints, and I gotta say, maybe slightly better trades in favor of the side of exclusive, but nothing too crazy as of yet.
Oh, nothing too crazy. I mean, obviously, the player that you want to take down the most off the rip, possibly going to be Neil on the left-hand side of your screen. If it's the right-hand side, right now, it looks like it's Saturn's, man. He's got 4 on board, but Lucky is certainly damn elusive. Caesar out of the equation for this round, as you mentioned it. The odds looking slightly better in favor of 117, or not 117, but exclusive, but it's all about execution from here on out. Very. Right in the middle of the map, he's trying to get into enemy's territory without being noticed, and Lucky is holding the line. Let's see if he can make it through underneath the bottom side of that scope, because if he extends his head out any further, he would have been toasted. So, no harm, no foul there for Very, playing for the intel. They are certainly inside of the woods site. Here comes the rotation through. 40 seconds left to go. Bomb is in the hands of the man with the plan in Says, who has not been very, very good here in this search off the bat. He's sitting on 1. They're looking to get over towards this A site. Yaya is going to get the intel. He's got to wait for Neil to make this long wrap, but there goes the smoke. Bomb about to go down. Here comes the hit. Saturn's opens up with 1. He's going to double back. He's got 2! And it's all on Neil. This one quickly over towards the A site. This one got to be extended. Says now trying to get away with his life. Let's see if he can do it.
All right, well, we'll find out right here, right now. Neil in a 1v3 situation. Narrowly misses the head. Look at that bullet hole you can see on the wall right behind Says' head. Oh my goodness. That was almost lights out for Says. Would have made this look a little bit more doable, but now Neil got to find 3 and a defuse, and you've got 15 seconds to do it. And, well, Says camping out behind the bomb. Not going to be needed. Lucky going to come through with the kill. All tied up 2-2.
Okay, well, Neil putting on a little bit of a show there for us. Almost took out Says off the bat, but couldn't get the job done there in the 1v3. Well, clutch didn't happen. So electric shots at Neil. Let's see what he can do here in the second, or the payoff round here. We got 2 more to go on the attack here for 117. You got a lot of trailer control too. Look at Caesar. He's up in there. Let's see if he's on Feints in a prime position to grab some kills, but gets absolutely canned. And it's down to 3 on the left-hand side. Neil trying to line up the shot. Oh, okay. I see you, I see you, Daddy. What's going on there? You had to line up, but nobody peeking the angle. So, not sure if that is a bangable spot. Is it through the bomb that he was trying to shoot through? That is a toasty one. Lucky. The ego chow. He wins. Neil not able to hit the shots. And back-to-back rounds we see go in the hands of 117. So, well executed for them. And the attack game strats looking pretty solid, Dan.
Yeah, looking pretty decent right now. Again, 117, fair bit stronger when it comes to search and destroy as opposed to their respawns. They proved that against the Kings in fairly convincing fashion. What that game was like 7-3, right? So we'll have to see if they're able to do the same. I would go as far as to say Exclusive had some really solid search and destroy games as well in their recent history. So see what they can continue to bring to the table. Unfortunately for Neil, that's going to be a hit marker on Saturn's. And, well, Saturn's has been a demon himself. So finding that kill on the top frag of the opponent's team would have been absolutely huge, but unable to get it locked down. Follows up with 1 on to Says. Caesar.
What?
Caesar.
What the hell? Oh, did he fall from the... Yeah, I know what happened. He took damage, And based off of him using Skulker, he definitely died to fall damage. He pulled a Tim to Tap Man right there, bro.
Damn.
Dead ass. Yeah, 100%.
Damn.
Yikes, that's tough, bro. Yo, imagine having a dent in your head, falling to your death, and having your own skin in Call of Duty. An absolute PogChamp right there. If you know, if you buy the Nick Merc skin, it's in what?
An enormous Call of Duty title.
Yes, and an enormous Call of Duty title. If you're buying Nick Merc skin, you're absolutely I mean, you're trolling. I mean, if you can get both, get both. But if you gotta choose between the one or the two, you've got to go with Tim. Tim is absolutely him. Dude,
the executions are so funny.
Oh my god! I about fell out of my seat when I see him do the flip on the guy. I about lost it.
Shitted on.
Yeah. The call outs, everything. Oh yeah.
Oh goodness.
Okay. Well, off topic, totally out of pocket. We're tied up here in this one. Totally worth it. Need to have that conversation. And those skids are usable in Warzone Mobile 2 chat, so you know, go ahead and get your hands on that one. He is a round ball of just complete force and a dominance to be reckoned with. Right now, dominant force here not being felt out of either of these teams. We're squared up as we flip sides. Fury opening up with the first blood. The hit looks like it's coming through the jungle site. They redirect. Look at the hit. Look at Caesar and team. They are getting the hell out of B. And these two players in the middle of the map causing alarming amount of response time. Says, there's no way you don't shoot him right there. Veer still alive. Finally gets shut down, but that bomb has been made over toward the B site. Damage is done here. And certainly 35 seconds here for the retake.
All right, well, we'll be on the lookout here. This is obviously our first round after switching sides, guys, and it's going to be a defense for 117. The bomb plant does come through out of the side of Exclusive, and you can see they are looking to just anchor down and play their defense here. Getting some information from Yaya. Champy here going to follow up. Neil, all three of the remaining players going to find one of those kills, and that's going to be Exclusive, bumping themselves up into a lead.
Okay, let's see if they can keep it. Obviously, they're down in the series, and this is the game mode that we anticipate 117 to be locked in, loaded in. Right now, I mean, they look good, but they don't look great. Say's not having a great day either. Neil, he's piecing. He's already got 8. We're in round 8. Let's see if he can do any more damage. And a fan across the map. They've got every lane shut down. Maybe a little bit of wiggle room going on through that jungle site, but it ain't much to work with. Says he is inverted right there on that ramp there on the staircase, but is going to have a little bit better position here on the opposite side. So we're still at a standstill here. Neil trying to find anybody. Look at Says, man. He's upside down on the screen. Literally hanging by his feet. Oh my god, Neil, how did you see it? Holy hell. Says the fastest kill alive, though. He moved quicker than if you threw a rattlesnake into my stream room, bro. I don't know if you'd see me move any faster. Saturn, so he's going to have to evacuate inside of the trailer site. He is about to get pushed. And he's been able to stay alive for now, but the intel that came through. Nade shot, though. What? There's no trophies there, Champy? That's an L. Where are the teammates at?
Well, rather unfortunate, but it is going to be first blood for the side of 117 coming through. Saturn's been leading the charge with 8, and you got 8 for Neil as well. So those are kind of your players to shut down in the instance that we're at. See the bomb plant going to come through. Lucky going to find a follow-up out of Yaya. Saves for Neil.
Oh, no.
Now it's very last alive. The defuse.
Oh, no.
Very likely to just come through here.
Oh,
He can't make it.
No, he can't.
Eh.
Oh, what?
Caesar throwing.
Caesar's throwing, Chad. No, my God.
Mad
no way. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Caesar threw so hard.
What the hell? I'm losing it right now. What did we just witness? Oh, 117. You're very, very down bad after that one. All right, there's no way. Oh, Caesar, we got to have you in the principal's office, homie. You hopped a bomb defuse it, and that might be the momentum. That should not have happened. Fury, oh God, if
Where
you're...
was the, in addition to Caesar making a bad play, where was the call out? Yeah, he's by the truck. You're totally safe to finish this defuse.
Oh my God, chat, you're about to see the most epic shots from Fury. He didn't miss one. And he's feeling it right now. Caesar, you can have another headshot, homie. There's plenty of where that came from. And I'm sure he is just like a kid that has just reached the height to ride the biggest rides here at the fair. I mean, he's on the roller coaster right now of emotions. Fear absolutely capsizing right now. He's going to be spotting another on the cross. Karma able to get through as well as doing some more damage. Lucky able to keep the dream alive, and they're taking shots. Yaya going to be dealt with. Here comes the hit from Fury and fades. We're on that point. What the hell? I am still absolutely astonished at what we saw earlier. Both astonished and dumbfounded, chat. Don't be confused. Veer literally got spoon-fed a 1v4 clutch, chat. And 117 might have mentally checked out.
Dog, that's rough. That's rough. The fact that they let Fury come through. Was that an ace or just a 4-man? I don't even remember.
It was a 4. I think it was just a 4-man, bro.
Listen, I absolutely no reason that should have been a round win for the side of Exclusive. And now you're down bad for the side of 117 to the point that you got to prove that you've got the mental game to recover from that, because that was hard to watch. But next round going to come through. 2 kills off the bat for the side of Exclusive for the 1 trade of Yaya. The bomb plate comes through. That's going to have 25 seconds on the clock. Champy probably could have saved his teammate there, but Saturn last alive.
There we go. Oh my God. Okay.
Ooh.
There we go. Put him down. That's it. Ain't no coming back after that 1v4. Holy hell. Chat. Call everybody you know and tell them you just witnessed the silliest play we have ever seen in all of Call of Duty Mobile. I don't think we have ever questioned a team more than seeing a play like that happen. I might have to... I mean, look, if Exclusive win this one, we're going to look back at the Search and Destroy and we're going to say it was because of Veer. All right? If they go to the Grand Finals and they win a few maps against Kings, you know what? I would be happy to crown them a champion if they won the day. 117, I don't know if I want to see you move further after that one. I don't know if you want to move further after that one. Holy hell. I need someone to pinch me. Is this like a bad dream? Did we just witness like one of the worst plays in all of Call of Duty Mobile history right here in EU? The lower bracket finals? That was tough. Hey, hats off to Fury. He didn't miss a shot though.
That was a qualifier's ranked mistake, though. I mean, if we're going to be real here, pretty rough. Pretty rough. Oh, my goodness. I mean, again, I want to blame Caesar for,
you have to.
Having the game sense to just stick the defuse, but at the same time...
He was literally 3 seconds into the defuse, and he just says, nope, I want to take the gunny.
Listen,
smoked.
I agree, but at the same time, where's the communication from the team? You're safe to make this defuse. He's too far back.
I don't know, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying, though?
It got caught up in between. I just got dicked down by somebody I had no business losing a gunfight to and peeking at all. And then also after, hey, I stopped defusing. So it happened sometime between there. And everybody just, I don't know, maybe they just disconnected from the voice chat. Holy hell. We got ourselves a series. Yikes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to come back after that one. That one. Whew. We're not holding back after that one. Spanish connection, bro. You might need to evaluate what's going on in that Search or Destroy. You were silent after that clutch. That should have been a 4-3. You probably could have snowballed them. Beat them like they stole something.
Listen, they snowballed themselves. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna try to say it's anything other than an 8. But yeah, I mean they lost that themselves, and the follow-up couple rounds, obviously they felt defeated. I mean,
I felt defeated after seeing that one, bro. There's literally no. I mean, that right. We've seen breakdowns. We've seen absolute sells. I've sold my fair share, but I don't think I've ever seen anything quite of that sort. That might have been one of the worst plays in all of Call of Duty.
Yikes.
I don't know, bro. That's tough.
Yikes.
That's tough to come back on.
Well, you gotta bounce back for our next set of games here, right? We got plenty more action coming your guys' way. And we got to see that 117 are going to be able to bring themselves mentally back from that, right? I mean, the mental game is one of the biggest challenges in Call of Duty, especially when you get into competition and you're in these longer days where 117, if they come back and win this, they played Kings, they had to play against Exclusive, they may have to play Kings again, Verdict. I mean, you got to be on top of your game for that kind of situation.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm going to see if I can get the clip real quick, because I did clip it on the... God,
I hope you got the replay ready to play that.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Give me a second. We're doubling back to the lobby. We're going to spectate this one together. I don't know which one it is. Let's see if it's this one.
God, what an unfortunate situation for 117.
That's not it. This has got to be it then. Nope, that ain't it either. I think I got it. I might have I was jumping up and down on my seat, bro. After I saw that. Oh, here it is. I got it. Oh, no. No, he can't. Oh, what?
There it is right here. Caesar throwing.
Oh, Caesar
stole
Jack. Oh, my God. No way. We're going to loop it, too. We're just going to go.
God.
Oh, I need to peek out. Oh, my God. How devastating is this, bro?
I'm losing it right now. What did we just...
Never mind. We're going to jump back into the game. This is where it started at, right there.
No.
No, he can't.
Caesar said, nope, I'm not defusing.
I'd rather eat some bullets. Caesar, serve me some.
Caesar stole it, Jack.
Okay, we're done. We're going to head into the game. It's raid. It's control. It's a damn catastrophe over here. And it's a mental checkout for 117. They get 1v4'd by Veery, and my God, is he on his game today. Let's see what he can do here in the control. Neil opened up with some shots there. Champion with the first blood. 2. Make it 3 for the price of 1. Make it 4. And oh my God, they're not mentally checked out. If anything, they're pissed off. They're starting off hot.
Well, what a game to be in here on our final day of the Mobile Mayhem EU season. It's been a hell of a battle from start to finish, Verdict. And, you know, we're still in it. We're still here. We're still fighting. 2 teams looking to face off against Kings in the grand finals. Lucky going to find a big kill onto Neil there. 4 life lead out of the gate for the side of 117. So bouncing back in a big way. They got the early B cap as well. Now they've got to deal with A. You can see they are trying to heavy swarm laundry side to push up into the enemy's spawn here. Their life lead dwindling a little bit, but still in a great position.
Yeah, still in a great position, but here comes the hardware. Oh my God, Caesar. Yeah, you know it, bud. You should have stuck that bomb defuse. Guess what? You know, mistakes are made. You're doubling yourself here. Your net worth is going up here in the control. We're forgetting all about what we just saw. And you've put it behind you, so that's good for you. 3 life advantage going in favor of the attacking squad off the bat. They have not gotten any kind of progress or on the 8. As a matter of fact, they've abandoned all hope of hitting it through pool. And that's for good reason. Holding down the kitchen is a damn monster. Oh, he's going to be sent to the respawn, though. Karma going to be able to deal damage and take him out, but he is also going to get traded out. So, trades are going through. They have been 1 for 1 so far, and with that odd, if they continue like that, you'd think that the attacking team with that player advantage should be able to take a lead and run away with it. Let's see what they can do with it, though, as the spawn's now going to be compromised. Faint's trying to hold down the fort and through the smoke. He has no idea where Saturn's is. Finally going to be able to find him and oust him. But amidst all that action, 4 lives. Make it 5 now. Lead going in favor of the team of 117.
All right. Well, this is just such a rough situation to be in for both of these teams. Even if you come out on top in this series, you have to go into the grand finals and face off against Kings. Now, going into the grand finals and facing off against King obviously is your way into much more money. But that would be being able to take them down. It is definitely a little bit of a step up from third to second, though, so getting yourself a little extra in the pocket one way or another. Lucky, Saturn's Karma all coming through with 3, and that might be the nail in the coffin for exclusive in this one. Neil's here, but he can't get 7 kills on the board, can't get to stop that timer either. That's going to be round 1 in favor of the side of 117 not found.
Yep, 117 not found, putting in the work, unfazed by what happened after those last 3 rounds that came through in the search or destroy. And great job keeping their composure here in this one. Taking that first round, absolutely massive raid. Much better of an approach that we saw. There goes the environmental too. Saturn's going to pull out the Piri. He is pissed as hell. And somebody has poked the bear here for this Spanish Connection roster. They are looking better than they ever have. As a matter of fact, all it took was 1 embarrassing round. And their game is, I mean, absolutely crazy. As a matter of fact, they found a way to nerf Viri, who has just been giving them the work in both that hardpoint and... What the hell? Come on, Viri. Both the hardpoint and the search and destroy. Yaya, I think Yaya might be AFK, bro. Okay, there he goes. Well, maybe he's just tired of dying, too. 1-7. Not a bit of luck here in the first opening of their attacking round. As a matter of fact, they're down by 14 in life count.
All right, well, what are we thinking the outcome of this one is? I think, are we thinking it's just 3-0 117? Are we thinking that exclusive aren't bringing the business when it comes to the control? Is this pure redemption that we're getting out of 117 right now? I gotta say, the 5-man coming through for Lucky there, absolutely disgusting. The 15 life lead for the side of 117 right now. This is absolutely unwinnable for exclusive. Very, you basically got a nuke here, bud.
Yep, he's just shooting shots. Hey, you went big. You had a 1v4. Can you get a 1v17? You got 1. That ain't enough, homie. We'll see you back next round. 117. I mean, a damn nightmare here. In a redemption tour, I mean, they're getting it tenfold right now. They're the ones laughing. Let's go ahead and jump in the voice comms. Let's see if they really are now as we're getting geared up for what could be a sweep of a lifetime here in the control. Let's see how the comms sound there for 117.
Todos en B, están todos en B. Todos en B, podéis entrar al spawn.
Just wait.
Quédate del spawn, mira el spawn, Sato. Mira el spawn, porfa. Tengo missiles yo.
Laundry dead. Nah, fuck. One laundry. Laundry can be in kitchen now.
Money. Es operador César, cuidado.
One missile.
2 meter, one is one shot.
One
more P5 is pillars.
I'm flash, pillars, yeah.
Throwing flash pillars.
One more P5 kitchen.
En Halo, creo.
I just spam.
One basket.
Kitchen is low.
One is
One is lamp stairs. One is red.
Claw red.
Can go. We can cap A.
I watch your basket, Lucky. Basket.
Go ring.
I got your missiles.
Basket low. One bullet. Bien, one bullet.
No. Basket, it's on side.
He dead.
Coming.
Buena, coño.
Money. One more money dead. Cap A. I got your
I
basket.
got your back.
One is heaven. He go back.
Basket one shot. Se mueren.
I need Devon, I smoke basket.
Push B. I see an
Okay.
One is B, Chagger.
Y uno red,
Put it zigzag now.
I'm
He goes
okay.
safe.
Okay, I gotta say, it's like nothing ever happened. Right now, it does look like the gameplay is reflecting that something did happen. They weren't very happy about it. So, 17-16 in life count. They do put the finishing touches there on the A site. They extend this one by a minute, and a minute 24 is left on the clock. So, where is the defensive front here? It was not very close there in the first round. The second round was absolutely worse. Exclusive got gifted one round in the search and destroy. They took the rest. And right now, they're not even able to capitalize it off any kind of momentum here in the control.
All right, well, we'll continue to see what's going to happen here for this matchup right now. Exclusive actually in a position where they have themselves a lead for the first time in this control. It allowed one tick to go over to B, and the A has been captured already, which is certainly the easier to defend. So still very possible for 117 to come out on top of this one, but it is going to be difficult because Exclusive have buckled down, their defense looking strong. But I do think they're going to struggle pretty heavily when it comes down to their next round, where they're going to be back on the offense. So we'll see. Vera going to come through, big kill mid there. One of the players on this team that is really helping carry right now. You got him and Champy sitting on 18 and 19 respectively. If you look over the opposition, Lucky's on 20, Karma's on 19, Caesar's on 18, Says is on 15. You got to have the other couple players on the side of Exclusive bring things together here, because honestly, right now, Yaya 6 ain't cutting it, bro.
No. Yaya, like I said earlier, man, it looked like he disconnected. Gunny hasn't been hot either. He's got he don't even have 1,000 damage right now, so his assist game not looking even better. And he's taking gunfights like that, bro. Of course you're going to get gunned down. Of course you're not going to get the fights. Of course you're not going to win any of the ones that you need to, and when the team needs it the most. Let's go ahead and dive in. I know he's struggling, but let's hear from him. It is the side of Exclusive. This is the last chance to chime in with them.
One Zig.
B5, B5, B5.
Watch Zig, someone.
I'm watching Zig.
I spawned bedroom, by the way. I spawned bedroom. Watch your back. Yeah. I spawn garage. I spawn garage and one guy Zig. I spawn garage and one guy Zig.
Wait, black van, shotgun. He's pushing up outer.
Black van, I spawned that. One more, red car, red Lambo, behind you guys. Drive it, behind you.
Driver, half HP. He's still driving, He's trying to pick up.
He's dead.
Nice, good.
One guy on A.
Yo, lurk up and bang bar if you can.
I'm stunning it.
I'm trying to go.
Yo, if the smoke goes away, I'm gonna use any.
Stun. He's on the right side. Bar dead.
I got bar.
I think there's one call.
Yeah, one guy caught.
Come on, hop in.
I'm in.
Heaven.
Which one dead?
I spawned. I think there's one in the spawn, bro.
Heaven dead.
Driveway.
Watch my money.
No, money.
Money.
There's one mid.
Tree. He's tree. He's gonna go heaven.
All right, those comms, absolutely electric. This is the most life we've seen out of this team since that dramatic victory there in the Search and Destroy. It's about damn time we've got ourselves an interesting control. Able to win that first round of defense in the third, fourth. Looking like they might have a one-player advantage. Can they maximize on it? Make it two now. As Champy's going to be able to get in. Feints looking for the spawn trap along. They've got a triangle of trifecta. Is it perfection or is it a miss? Into the jungle we go. Neil can't hit the shots, and Yaya trying to burn the Puri on an empty tank. I don't know why that Puri was popped that early. And right now, it's going to expire with no kind of damage to it unless he can take Caesar. There it goes. Bad Kai timing. Poor plays. Poor decision-making. Let's see if Viri can dig him out of the trenches.
All right, well, we're certainly going to try here, but again, we need the rest of the team to step up around him. And now it's a one life lead for the side of 117. An A capture to go. Caesar good for 2 with the Sparrow. And we are basically out of lives here for the side of Exclusive. There it is. Last respawn coming through. Feints is down for the count. Neil down for the count. It's going to leave Viri, Yaya, and Champy in a 3v6. They've got 35 seconds to work with. You've got your 2 top fraggers still on the board, but Yaya, can you make anything happen? No, Caesar.
Not at all.
Too good. 2v6. Yeah. This one is over.
Yep.
Viri getting flanked. Death Machine out of Champy. Not in love with the operator pick here for this matchup. And, well, it is what it is. That is going to be the end of our control. Now, obviously, we've got more action coming for you guys. Don't you guys worry. But it was certainly a little painful to see our boys on Exclusive go down like that.
Well, you're absolutely right. Hey, you know, and when you're struggling, it's one thing. But when you're making bad decisions on a map, especially as big as Raid, those are going to come with consequences. The consequences there was piss poor gameplay, piss poor game sense, and piss poor motivation. The comms were there. You heard them. They were given a fighting chance. And it just gets thrown all out the window. In the last 3 left alive, you got Yaya, who's 9 and 28. He's triple negative. It's the last person you need alive in this instance. And we were just praising how well his gameplay was going through in the first 2 games. He was completely absent there in game 3, both mentally and, gunny-wise. It didn't look like he had one of the better maps. Fury, though, he has been pristine. The picture perfect there on the left-hand side of our screen, 28 and 19. On the right-hand side, you see it there. They literally just forget about that search. That's the only thing you do. Is scrub it from your mental because it never happened. You take the L, you just move on. And that's exactly what happened in the Control. 24 and 12 for Karma. Lucky with a 23 and 17 as well. Everyone positive with the exception of Saturns, and that's quite all right. And then Says also, who goes nat neutral. Says has been cooking this series too, so see him kind of break even. Well, he ain't cooking this series. He's actually cooking in that King series, this one. I mean, I think he's been hit or miss. The search, definitely not a hit. It was certainly a miss. But, yeah, Dave, we're on map point now. Match point now.
We are going into match point, and this is an important one because the winner will obviously go on to face off against Kings in the grand finals. Certainly not something anybody, really wants to do, right? Like, nobody's like, oh yeah, I get to play against Kings next. Yeah, that's not what's going on, but it is the grand finals, so getting yourself into that position, possibly being able to come through and topple the Kings would be absolutely huge. Obviously, I don't think it's an easy feat for any team, but both of these teams took down, the team that we realistically both thought was going to be the grand finals matchup, right? If you would have asked me coming into the playoffs what I thought our grand finals would have been, I'd have lost everything I own on Animus versus Kings. So the fact that both 117 and Exclusive took down Animus to get to where they're at, both of these teams are deserving of going on to a grand final position. It's just a matter of who's going to be the better team here today.
Nah, right now it's 117. As a matter of fact, they're pulling out the big guns here. That's right. Coach Cree going to be making the entry in for guess who? That's right. Johnny Boy only gave us 9. He's having Wi-Fi issues, but he's also got some poor decision-making abilities to go along with it. So can't compensate for Wi-Fi, but you can be a little bit, better use. If you're having Wi-Fi issues, you're not challenging long-range gunfights with a Switchblade. I'm sorry. Like, you can only blame Wi-Fi for a few of these things. Pulling out the Piri in some of these instances where you had no business pulling out a Piri is sprinting, wasting half of it before you could even utilize the burn effects. Obviously, those things are also something we look at to be factored in. So he's a head case. Get him out of here. No more Yaya in this one. Creed making the substitute in. Love to see it. So we're going to see this exclusive team fight for the lives on a hardpoint takeoff. Winner of this one again. Oh, you guessed it. You said it. That's right. They move on to face off against Kings. That is if 117 can get the job done. Exclusive. They will be playing for their lives for another opportunity at a Search and Destroy to redeem themselves. We'll see if they can make it that far, though. So everyone's readied up. We're going to go ahead and spam that start button. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. Predictions are out the window, Day. We locked in with 117. We saw the Search and Destroy. Then we saw the Control. So we've had our highs. We've had our lows. What's in the middle?
Well, obviously, Exclusive had a great Search and Destroy, which is why we're still in this series. And maybe we'll get an opportunity to see them come through and bring a little bit of that life to this hard point, get us to that Search and Destroy again, and have an opportunity. But we do also have to consider how close that first hard point was, right? Exclusive had plenty of opportunity to win. They made some silly mistakes that hopefully they can capitalize a little better on this time around, and maybe we'll be in a good enough position from there to come through with victory.
See what they can do there. Creed getting involved early on. 2 on the board for him and some hill time to go along with that. Contest going to get shut down as well. Says doing everything he can to prevent this P1 from getting out of hand so far. It is not. So 30 seconds left to go. 13-6. Points going to get racked up here. No kind of top control for either team right now. And when I say top control, I mean some of those power positions. You can see rotation over for Lucky. He's trying to get a window still to peek out of. And that is a prime position to be because everything else out in the open here only transitions. There goes the Chow. God, Lucky. Absolutely making this LK look good as he's going to be able to find 3 to feed. Make it 4 for the combo. And those were his first few kills. Needed to go big. So P2 rotations being made. Fury is there. He has been the absolute godsend, saving this team in many instances. Let's see what he can do. We got a visual bug, man. You see, look at it. What is going on with the nails, bro? The nails, though. Whoa, those things look vicious.
All right, well, things continuing to roll here, Verdict, and it is a close game, but we're still very early, obviously, right? You know, P2 under control of the side of 117 right now. You can see a couple players from Exclusive are looking to maybe try to make that break, but ultimately P3 and P4 are where things can really start to take off for one team or another. So we're going to be looking for who's going to make those capitalizations on the rotations to new at the end of this hill, and who is going to be able to actually make something out of it, right? You know, you can make the early rotation, but you've got to hold. And if you're late on the rotation, well, you've got to be prepared to make the break. So we'll see as we keep rolling on here, but right now, it's a 5-point lead in favor of 117.
It is, and those spawns, you got to work for them right now. It's a late rotation being made. Only just to keep it close. By 1 point, the lead is going to be in favor of 117. It's about to get even worse now. Says already in the objective. Hello. Right to your front lap. It is Neo. He's going to hop right all into it. Did you tell him what you wanted for Christmas, homie? I hope you did. Unfortunately there for him. Neil going to try and bark on up the top side. My God, the recovery time on that Mansell, absolutely impeccable. Nonetheless, break not coming through. Say's going to pull out the big guns there for this War Machine. And my God, we got a battle on our hands. War might be done here for Exclusive if they can't win this hardpoint. And certainly, they are not looking good here in the P3s. They've got to tighten these up.
Right, well, keep rolling here. Got some great opportunities for the side of Exclusive to possibly give us that game 5, but it is going to be a gnarly fight. Keep in mind, guys, whoever does go on to the grand finals to face off against Kings will be at a 1-map disadvantage. We are, popular to Bobby's belief, going to still be playing the hardpoint off the start. But,
yeah.
But, yeah, we'll, obviously...
I can't wait to break down now that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that, I mean, listen, that was
wasn't
like
on
a
him,
5-minute experience of him trying to figure out what was going on, though, and it was pretty funny.
I tried. Look, it wasn't his fault. It was admin's fault. We were all up for skipping a hard point, but let me tell you, those teams, no bueno. Trying to convince them was like trying to have a conversation with a brick wall. I wasn't going nowhere, bro. Right now, we're going to lots of places. Karma is, too. He is on a feed as he's trying to get some hill time to go along with it. He's got a UL, and he is contaminating this entire lobby with all his shots. Lucky trying to go big here with the claws. Well, Sparrow Pop for Caesar is not going to find anything. And maybe just himself? I don't know. Maybe some EOD damage as he goes along with it. Karma there to get the cleanup. And it's Very there with the contest. There's no way you let him get this reload off. Very, his eyes got way too big for his stomach to fill. Nonetheless, doesn't get a kill. Lead now transferred over into 117 for the time being. It is 35 plus and counting. There goes a Freddy. Champy taking a gunfighting ticket. He's going to get cashed out. With P1 open up for business, it is all presents here for 117.
All right, well, 117 starting to extend their lead a little bit. Obviously, still plenty of action to go, but you know, this is what we love to see. These teams coming down to the wire here at the end. We're on game 4 right now. Feed kind of blew for a hot second there, but does look like it is going to get interrupted. Definitely got to say that Saturn's has been absolutely huge and one of the most consistent players for the side of 117 this season. So a brilliant pickup for them. That has worked out pretty well in their favor thus far, sitting up plus almost 40 above their opponents. And Feed coming through all yellow now. Big turnaround for the side of 117 here to try to keep themselves in the lead.
Yeah, they're doing a great job right now. They got a 40-point lead rolling into, not necessarily 40, it's 39 to be exact. Hell, sometimes you just got to get the point across. Point is exclusive or down. They need this game to stay alive in the series. They're not putting up their best foot forward. Saturn's and team are. They have been flawless since we saw them get, I mean, kind of humiliated that one round of Search and Destroy. You know, we haven't forgot about it. Well, I don't think we ought to forget about it. But they have certainly forgotten about it. Fear finds 2. Is going to get dropped on the break on towards that bottom side with the control. Going primarily in favor of the team in yellow. Spanish Connection. They've got War Machines out as well. This has been a battle they have won so far. Let's go ahead and dive in for the connection. They're going to be able to shut it down here in the top side of the staircase. Can they get those secret side spawns? Let's dive in for our first listen in with 117.
One is inside blue. Aguanta, César, aguanta.
Vamos juntos, acerca del niño, ya sabéis.
Bottom blue, dead.
Come in limit.
I want top red for the moment.
No,
Limit
top red, he's going to the hill, he's going to the hill.
Top red, shoot top red.
One shot dead.
Two red stairs.
One is limit. Put it dead.
One wing, one from ticket. One from ticket dead.
Okay.
One bidum dead, one more dead, one on the I'm watching your P1,
I have top red,
Okay.
P1, one P1.
One dead.
I have top red.
T1 dead.
Nothing top red, nothing top red.
Trophy. One dead. One more.
To tengo limit.
Dead chicken, oh P1, guys, the rotate. One P1.
I'm just impressed.
Top red dead.
Yeah, one P1. One is blue. One is bottom blue.
Blue.
Dead.
One more.
Fresh bread.
Top red.
Bidum, I'm on shot.
They're pushing me, they're playing new. They're going all. All one shot. They chew.
Go to blue. I got it.
Okay. 117. They've got the dog in them. Can they shut it out? They have been absolutely outstanding here in the respawns. And so far, they are so good, setting themselves up for success. The top side rotation, though, is going to be locked down for the first initial opening. Saturn's coming in like a wrecking ball, though. Is eventually going to get traded out and some second chance life here for the side of Exclusive. This one, very much so doable to close out here in this rotation, Dave.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. And obviously a lot of life in the comms for these teams right now, but 117 coming through, looking to close this one out. They want their revenge against the Kings. Right now, Says, oh my goodness, coming through with a big 4, make it 5. Absolutely putting his opponents in the dirt right now. Big feed from him. Got some streaks on the board as a result. Looks like one of those is going to be a care package, so only going to have the Predator missile available. Fortunately, the care package is a double activatable, so hopefully we don't see any misuse of that. Here comes the Pred, and there's 2, and you know what? There is a win. 117 Exclusive put up a hell of a fight, but the better team today was just 117 not found. So huge plays coming through. We have our Grand Championship lineup.
Okay. Well, coming into today, this is pretty much what we anticipated. You know, I did a mock bracket, pick for myself before we started. I'm like, hey, 117's going to lose to Kings. They're going to beat Exclusive. I would have hoped that Exclusive put more of a fight here in that last game, but my God, it just was not close. It just was not close. Fury, Champy, literally the only 2 that stood up and stood out. Even Neil was quiet. Creed, I mean, hey, he hadn't played this entire playoff run, and that's for a reason. I don't know what quite's going on with him, but Yaya, when he's on, he certainly brings a different dynamic to this team. I'm learning that he was having a little bit more than just internet issues. Hope he's doing well, but won't be seeing him anymore as well as the rest of this crew. Taking a look at the Pale Stacks report one last time before we get geared up for our grand finals. 30 and 22 for Caesar. An MVP performance out of him all series long. With a 2 minute and 6 second hill time. I mean, I don't know who does it better on this roster. Man's just, he's definitely one of those players you send to roll up his sleeves, get down and dirty with it, and just do whatever he can do. He does it in the objective. He does it on the transitions. He does it in the comms. He needed to do it in that diffuse, but hey, mistakes were made. We'll take it back to the hostess. No mistakes about it. Deanna, join us back. We let her out of the cage. Talk to me. That series didn't quite deliver as we anticipated, but it was still great nonetheless.
Oh, definitely. Even if exclusive did lose, I did saw very good game from the side of actually Vire. I don't think I saw him playing like this, and the hardpoint, it was a Vire game. Even if they lost, he still put lots of kills. He did had the good rotation. He was all over the map getting the point and also the kills, and I feel like I never saw him play as good as he did in that hardpoint. Now coming into the second hardpoint, right, we did had Creed jumping in because Yaya left, right, as a sub, but it was a little bit difficult, right, for them. They did lost both hardpoints, right. 117 just came in after losing in the upper brackets, right? Came in very hard. They wanted that win. They needed this win, to go and play once again against Kings, right? So yeah, the hardpoint was, good on the side of 117, but exclusive did a good fight, especially in the first one, right? As I said, Vire was absolutely amazing in that hardpoint. And then transitioning into the S&D, the only thing that I remember, that clutch from Vire. That was amazing. I want to see it on Twitter. The clip, you got it. It was so good. I never thought you're gonna have it, I was like, oh damn, that will not happen, but he did it. It was absolutely amazing, flawless in that S&D.
Did he do it, or did 117 do it?
Yeah.
He did it. He did it. Nah, Vishal
did he really
the
though?
Player.
Oh, you know what? He didn't miss a shot. I give it to him. He did it.
Yes. Vishal credit the player, well done, Vire. And then going into the control, it was all about 117 not found, right? They had a big lead. They managed to get 2 rounds from the beginning. That was very, very big. We did saw some poor decisions on the side of exclusive with operator usage, right? And also score streak. So I don't know what was going on there. Maybe the comps, maybe something was not, good on that side of control, but overall it's a raid control. You can't expect good from raid anyways. So wow. Yeah. What was? You guys said that I didn't mention raid. I didn't, but like you put it on the plate for me earlier, and I wanted to deliver it
just
properly.
Not learning.
You guys take the L here. I'm sorry. You guys take the L. Yes. But you know what? We're gonna take a short break. I'm gonna give you more L's in this break. We're gonna take a short break. We're gonna hear a word from our sponsor, COD, and we're gonna be back for the finals.
Still on the board, but Yaya, can you make anything happen? No, Caesar.
Not at all.
Too good. 2v6. This one is over.
Yep.
Very getting flanked. Death Machine out of Champy. Not in love with with the operator pick here for this matchup. And, well, it is what it is. That is going to be the end of and have an opportunity. But we do also have to consider how close that first hardpoint was, right? Exclusive had plenty of opportunity to win. They made some silly mistakes that hopefully they can capitalize a little better on this time around. And maybe we'll be in a good enough position from there to come through with victory.
The absolute godsend, saving this team in many instances. Let's see what he can do. We got a visual bug, man. You see, look at it. What is going on with the nails, bro? The nails, though. Whoa, those things look vicious.
All right, well, things continuing to roll here, Verdict, and it is.
With P1 open up for business, it is all presence here for 117.
Hi guys, and welcome back! Yay! We are at the last series of tonight, right? And the last series of this season, right? And we're gonna take a break, right? And I'm gonna miss you guys, and I'm gonna miss the chat, and the admins, and everyone. I already miss you guys, you know? But we are here, right? We are here to see the last matchup to crown a champion once again in EU, right? And I'm very, very excited about this matchup, right? And overall about the last one, because it's a best of 7, and I'm very, very excited to see all the games. But before that, obviously, as we are used to in Mobile Mayhem, right, in the tournaments, we do have some awards for the players in this season and as previous as well. So yeah, I'm actually very excited to run through, and we could start with, I guess we could start with the MVP. Verdict, do you want to go through the MVP nominees and who actually got the votes?
Let's not do MVP. Let's do Rookie of the Season first.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that's fair.
We'll save the MVP for last.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. I wanted to get like the champion crown to MVP at the beginning, but it's fine. So
nah, fudge that.
Yeah, fudge that.
Okay, so do you want to go over the? I don't know. I can go over I can go over the Rookie of the Season if you guys want.
Okay.
Okay. So we had quite a few nominees, right? We had Fibble from 31ers. We have Genius for 117.
You can go ahead and skip that list. There was no MVP. There was no rookies this season. We had just a few. I looked at it. There's no way. Yeah. Killian, Gone, and contracts.
Yeah, contracts. Yeah. Well, I wanted to go over all of them, but like, yeah.
There's no. They were trolling. Obviously, they were trolling.
Yeah, well, who do you think that won the Rookie of the Season?
My vote, I didn't vote, but if I would have voted, it would have probably been either to Killian or it'd probably been Killian Aaron.
Okay, how about you, Day?
I think Killian's definitely a solid choice. I think there were a couple players on this Rookie of the Season nominees that aren't actually rookies, so it made it very easy to look at some of those. So yeah, Killian makes the most sense. I think there were. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you could vote for anybody else.
Okay, well, actually,
listen. Yaya being on a Rookie of the Season list is disrespectful.
You should have seen North America, man. It was kind of funny. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well,
I mean, goodness.
I'm gonna spoil the party. Contracts actually won the Rookie of the Season with 21 votes. Moving towards the Marksman of the Season, and this is gonna be like very not Pravzo. I don't know how to speak that in English, say it in English. But it's Marvel. Okay, Marvel got the Marksman of the season. Once again, I feel like he won last season something as well, and previously, because I
Marvel wins something every season though.
And it was I think this was by far the most overwhelming choice. He won with a margin of 36% of the votes. 39 to be exact. How do you get 30? I think
that's disrespectful to Marvel. I think
he deserved more. I don't know. Neil looked really good this season, and you know, I'm not taking anything away from Marvel. But Neil looked really good this season.
Listen, Marvel should have been 70% of the votes, and Neil should have been the other 30. That's all.
Okay.
Fair. Yeah, no, very good, very good. And do you want to tell us who is the MVP, verdict?
Your MVP was the MVP from a majority of the games from last series and some of the games from the series before. It is none other than your Spanish connection, 117, W. Caesar in chat. And that is all wins across the board for him. Hopefully, he'll get the best of luck rolling into this one.
Yes. Well, congrats to all 3 players who actually won, right now. But we shall move to our finals. And do you want to go over our best of 7?
I believe I can do that if I scroll up a little bit further. Here we go. We've got Kings going up against 117, not found once again. And the big question is, can 117 topple the Kings this time around? We've got the 1 game advantage coming through for the side of Kings. So kind of keep that in mind. We are going to be starting off still on a hardpoint Hacienda. Game 2, we'll be looking at a search and destroy on firing range. Game 3, a control on our best control map in Raid. Game 4, Summit hardpoint. Game 5, control on Crossroads Strike. And Game 6, we would be looking at a search and destroy on Slums. So big map pool here. And, I hope we get a finals worthy competition between these 2 teams.
Gonna have fun guessing. I'm gonna be back afterwards. Bye.
Okay. Well, Deanna, we'll see you back one more time for the rest of the season. This is it. Comes down to this moment. It is a lot of shrills, a lot of thrills, and enough money to pay some of these bills now, y'all. You guys, these players about to have it on and popping. Some MVP money to go along with it there for the side of Caesar, but it is that sniper of the split going in favor of Marvel. I think he's won it more consecutive times than any other players I've seen. Let's see what he can do with it here now. So the sniper's not going to be a factor here in this one on game 1, but certainly should as we move into the search and destroy. So if you haven't made your predictions yet, it is now or never. Game number 1, best of 7 with a 1-map advantage. We're going to go ahead and swing on into it. It's Hacienda. Let's see what both of these teams can do.
All right, well, we're getting underway, verdict, and this is certainly going to be our final series of Mobile Mayhem Europe for this season. Obviously, we'll be looking for the comeback from a lot of these players in seasons to come. I think there's plenty of teams that didn't make it into a grand final position that have a lot of potential to come back and have a better season next time around. So right now, it is probably Kings as the favorite to win here, but certainly can't count 117 out yet. They've had some great performances. Obviously, Caesar coming through with that MVP is no easy task, especially since it's MVP for a team that's not even the favorite to win the whole thing. I mean, that's saying a lot for Caesar there.
Oh, Inferno! I didn't know this limo you could shoot through, bro. What is this? I've seen it. Can that one explode too? I think it can. As there it goes, it blows up. He is going to be able to continue to rain havoc there onto the spawns. They've got Hacienda figured out, chat. I've seen this map plenty of times. I've never once seen anybody shoot through it as it was not blowing up. Right now, everything's about to blow up here. Hit coming through. It's going to be flat on its face. 117 exploding. Self-imploding more or less, though, as they get shut down and sent back to the spawns. It's a full 60 up for grabs. Inferno doing God's work on both the objective and the perimeter. Almost have been able to get a little bit of a contest through. And this grand finals is off to a great start for one of these teams. Break finally comes through. It's going to stick 2 with 20 seconds left to fight for. 117, they are trying to regroup some of this deficit.
Well, they're certainly trying, and it is going to be a difficult feat either way. Kings took them down last time. They're looking to do it again. You know, Kings wants that back-to-back to come through here. And they've got a big opportunity to do so. Obviously, the likes of Raid, Spy, Marvel, Grizz, Inferno. I mean, this is a roster stacked to the gills, but And we're talking about the fish gills, not the Latam gills.
Yeah. Oh man, we miss Gil around here. Love us some Gil.
I did get cast with Gil the other day. Kind of fun.
Yeah.
I missed it.
What? Oh, that's right. The Trouble Showdown. I was out of town.
Yeah.
Got to ask how that was, but we'll have to recap afterwards. Right now, there's nothing to recap here. If you're 117, you are failing miserably right now. You're down by about 50. Contest here on the fence side. Inferno putting you back in the blender. He's got a 3 in the feed. He is looking for more. Not going to be able to get the extension there with a melee. Inferno going to have to make the rotation over to New. 10 seconds left to go here. Over to the rock formations we go. Spy. This is a hell of an ego child there with the war machine. It's not going to provide anything, not even intel. There goes the shot. Oh my god. Even up close and personal, he's nasty with it. As he does have a finger to go along with it as the reload comes through. Lucky, been the only worthy adversary on the right-hand side of his screen, gets absolutely put back into the blender too. So far we're taking a look at the stats. P4 opening up for business. Is a sea of negativity on the right-hand side. Nothing rolling in the yellow. Rolling in the blue, though. They are deep with kills and Hilltime Day.
All right, well, we're going to continue to be on the lookout here for 117 to turn the Jets up, because right now it is Kings with a pretty sizable lead, sitting a full hill above their opponents. Right now, 117, they're fighting for the second half of this P4. Lucky with a big kill onto Raid there, but he immediately gets refragged out. The retake comes through for Kings, but now the contest is here. We got one player from Kings left here. Inferno rotating in, but gets dropped. Big denial of time there out of the side of the Kings, but 117 will get a little bit on board. They narrow that gap at least a little bit. That's going to bring us to a 47 point. Yeah, Raid probably shouldn't have made it out alive there. Yeah.
Raid, you should have been dead 10 times over, bro. You just always seem to know what to hit him with. If it's not the gunny, it's the 1-2 punch. You are just absolutely lights out here on the reset. Literally sitting on the 4 feet. He's got 14 on the board as well, and he is looking for the action there. It's on the opposite side of this one. Kings running away with it so far. The contest coming through the P1 side. A little bit of a regroup, but not enough to talk and brag to home about. Spanish Connection rather silent here in the opening points of this objective. They're going to continue to be denied a lot of time here, and Raid is on a burner. Oh my, he's just heating up too. 8 in the feed. He's got himself a Pretty. And now he's looking at the theater room right here, and he's looking for some more. What can he put on it for us in the montage feeds? Oh, he says, not like that gunfight. That's probably the one you don't want to take either. Lucky has been just hard to deny here in this one. But nonetheless, he has been denied. So, rotation over to New. It's 155-71. Let's go ahead and hop in with our first listen. And Kings, they've got the bull by the horns. Let's see if they can go ahead and run it into the ground.
Come, boys, and you have...
How much one tap? You can see.
Nice, bro. Lobby.
One secret.
I'm watching it.
One push it, there's two fence again.
One.
I got pull.
Yeah, block that spawn, please. Block that spawn. I'm watching one. I got MP though.
I'm leaving pull. I'm gonna help sides. I'm gonna help sides.
No, let me block pull. I'm blocking pull. I'm blocking the spawn.
Driveway. There's two on sides.
We can continue. I got EMP. I got full streaks.
No, fancy too. This one.
I'm blocking.
Okay, I'll leave you.
I'm blocking rotation pull right now.
I'm watching comfy.
Top.
One coming pull, boys. Nice. I spawn out. Watch out. I spawn out.
Let's
backstab. Watch out. Inferno, we backstabbing.
Fences. One is fences.
Yo, there's two way.
Okay, these boys is piecing right here to Connection. 100-point lead in their pockets. And they are not happy or satisfied until the job is done. So far, they are putting in mad work. Comms, absolutely static day. Love to listen in with them.
Oh, I mean, that was a team that is confident in their ability to come through and win. They're putting through their effort. They are making sure that they don't give anything over to the side of 117. They know what the enemy team is capable of, and they don't want to give them any opportunity to get rolling here. And, you know, that is That is smart. You don't want to be a Vegeta, right, chat? You don't want to let Cell absorb both of the androids.
Yeah, hey, yo! I thought you were about to say something else when you were rocking that one. Okay, we'll keep our thoughts to ourselves. At 117, they have not kept very much to themselves other than not being able to hop the objective very properly. NPCs, or I'm sorry, the androids as you called them, be an insult to NPCs. Not getting absorbed here. It is first few initial moments here. Going to be held off. Let's see what Spy can do. He's in a pit of pressure. Able to find one, but he is going to get dropped. So, a break coming through relatively early. And this is a must-need for 117. Let's go ahead and hop into the comms and see if they can keep this one alive here in the hardpoint.
Close. Flashy side, flashy side.
Top low, top low, top low, top pool.
Side, two
Street,
side.
street,
Side dead, one.
One behind them, one behind them.
One, close side.
Use your nade, use your nade in the flank.
Throwing flashes.
Pull you inside, uno one shot.
Fury dead, two dead, only one. Two mid life, Behind the glitch.
Dead one.
I got the left side one dead.
Go more garage.
Playing
Garage pushing all.
He's low, he's taking nade. One more. Dead.
One more, Saints, one more.
Head glitch. He's low, that chance. Pushing him. Nice. I spawn lobby, I'm gonna back.
One is top lobby. Fuck.
I had top pull.
Top pull, Saturn. Top pull, enfrente.
I smoke you.
Alright, that sounds like the comms of a team that is literally going through the motions, and that ain't gonna cut it, especially when you're going up against the terrors of this Kings roster. They have put you in the blender early on. You have yet to really retaliate or respond. Raid looking to put it into their misery. There goes the Sparrow. It's popped. That is not Cupid's bow and arrow, chat. That is one that you do not want to see, as he's going to piece up at least 3 in the feed. He's got 2 with the gunny as well. He's looking to earn streaks off some hill time. May not even need it. Day is finally going to get shut down by Says, but his team's there. Says going to be able to cross the finish line, but it's going to get shut down as well as the rest of the team. This one is done. Game 1. Dusted. It was not a very pretty sight there for the boys and gals over at the Spanish Connection. It was, I don't know, bro. That was just not a way to start the series. I know you got to brace yourself mentally as you're just getting into, the swing of things. This is your 3rd series, and this was going to be significantly longer than the first 2. If you're able to win the maps, but you've got to put a better effort forward there in the hardpoint. That one, not even close. 250 to 137. On top of that, everybody from Kings was piecing. They were having a jolly good old time.
To me, it's a little wild that in the sense, right, earlier you were talking about how well 117 did against Kings on Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yet it was literally a 15-point difference between the 2 games, right? It was a 152 to 250 versus a 137.
They look much better in the Arsenal. Yeah.
I disagree, though, strongly.
No. There was at least signs of life in the Arsenal. They got the breaks on the P3s. They got the spawns. They were doing way better. This one just looked like they were getting dragged through the mud, bro. It looked like someone had taken a rope, tied all of their feet, and then attached it to 5 horses, and they just ran away with it.
5 horses?
Yeah, 5 horses for 5 different kings.
Oh, man.
The Kingsmen certainly showing up in tropes here. They are denying a lot of this one. They're off to an early advantage 2-0 in the series.
All right, well, certainly a map that even though there was 137 points on the board for 117, it did not at any point feel like they had control over the matchup. Did not feel at any point like they had an opportunity to win. But they do obviously stand a better chance when it comes to the search and destroy. They were able to win last time around in convincing fashion, 7-3. And now we got to see if they're going to be able to come through with a better performance here. They've got another opportunity. So what can you bring us to the table? What can you do to prove that you're here to be the best of the best, 7?
Well, gotta love it. Gots to love it, gots to love it, gots to love it. Gotta love it if you are the, you know, fans of Kings, and you are certainly in chat repping your squad. That's right, Rehan. We see you with that big old crown on your head. We know what team you're rooting for. We know Spy's the best in EU. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, they didn't even nominate a single player from the side of the Kings clan or Kings team. I'll go ahead and tell you, their nominee for MVP was actually Hisoka. And Hisoka didn't play a single rep this season. Hisoka, much respects to you, homie. Much love. I can't wait to see you again whenever we get a chance to do so. It was an honor. It was a privilege. But if you're wondering why there wasn't a Kings player that, you know, was nominated and possibly could have won, it's because Hisoka was blocking him, all right? Hisoka, you might have deserved MVP, though. You've got a hell of a team here that you're coaching. Coach, with an asterisk on it. I don't know if you're actually coaching. We know Zim is. I don't know what you're doing, bro. We hope you're coaching. They look good. They look real good. I'll be honest with you.
Coaching's doing a pretty decent job.
Yeah, well, I don't want to toot Zim sword. I don't want to be that guy, but whatever Zoka's doing, yeah. Oh, we've roasted him earlier, though. He lost against Animus. Why? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. This is one of those things that if this one gets to be a blowout, I'm going to have to make a tweet. Kings, are you going to run away with it here in the search and destroy? 1-7. Are you just going to let them have it for free? Let's find out now. Game number 2 on the horizon. It is search and destroy. We see what these boys can do here in the search. Let's see if they can follow it up. 2 in the feed, though, in blue. Kings piecing off the rip.
Right, well, getting ready to get underway for this round, and it is Kings with a 2-0 lead on the life count. Saturns and MVP Caesar getting taken down heavily at the beginning. Is a big opportunity for Kings to come through and absolutely establish the dominance. Obviously, they lost the hardpoint or the search and destroy before. Come through and show us that they still got game when it comes to search right here and right now. 3 life lead. They've got information on where one of the remaining players is, and that's obviously going to be Says with the bomb in hand. Lucky making the rotation in, but I don't think they know Grizz is sitting right outside of wood here. Not that I think a rotation through mid would be smart anyway, but if they try, they're going to get lasered.
They are very patient on these rotations. I got to commend. Usually when you got a guy like Grizz who's ready to hop the spot, and there he goes. Now they're going to let him off the chain. Say's able to find one, though, so it's not a flawless victory here in this round 1. Say's trying around the corner. Bison taken to the back. The Kings strike first here on the defense. They've got 5 more rounds of it. Let's see how much more damage they can do. 1-7. Not really showing up there in that one. They get pieced off the rip and they never really collect themselves. But I will say they did pop that first kill cherry in. And it does look like they are going to buckle up for some more. Whoa! What? Was that a collab? Wall bang headshots? That's 3. That's the reason why he's been multiple back-to-back-to-back sniper of the split seasons. He's not a nominee. He's a champion, and that's Marvel. He is him.
Enemy has dropped the bomb.
Okay. God.
So,
Hey.
to be honest, I was chewing on a pizza roll there for a second.
Hey, somebody chewed on some rolls that last round. It was Marvel who was dealing them. Grizz got his work cut out for him. Oh my, they're just giving him away. Kills for free over there. His backside's going to be granted and given. Nothing showing up here. Okay, Lucky. Able to shut down Marvel. With a cheeky spot there from Spy. If that bomb wants to go down, he's going to have to be taken down first. There he goes. One of many if you do contest that one. We know how cheeky that spot it is. Absolutely disgusting. I've seen 1v4's clutch just based off of being there. And he says, to hell with that bomb. I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with this one. There's 3 players that I do not feel like taking on head on. And efficiently gives a full stint on the wrap. So able to get out without being, you know, tortured and cornered. But for how much longer will his pain and misery go on for?
We'll certainly see. Right now, the 2-0 lead looking very likely to be a 3-0. Shy of a miracle coming out of Says. Says should get a free one here onto Raid. It's going to give his position away, though. He's now got to deal with Inferno and Spy, and these boys know that they have bombed down on the bomb site. So they're in a great position for their defense here. They do not need to push. They can absolutely play it for information, and it looks like Inferno's going to get it. They get the sit rep that the bomb is picked up. I thought they would have. Well, Say's going to come through with a big kill onto Inferno, but Spy, playing his angle, going to pick up the kill. That's a big, big round victory there for the side of Kings, but a close one. Definitely something you got to keep in mind there.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on it as well. Kings off to a great start here in the Search and Destroy. And this was the game mode they lost earlier on. In this matchup in the best of 5, the one opportunity here for the side of 117 to strike. Well, they have been relatively silent with the exception of Says, who has made a lot of noise. And in fact, a lot of noise is going to be made now here as that bomb goes down. 45 seconds. Here comes the hit. Marvel looking to get some shots in. It's a 2v3 retake. The hit marker. Oh, you've got to reposition, Lucky. You can't afford to stay there any longer. You've got to switch blade. You've got to run. Here comes the gun of Spy. He is out for blood, but he is going not to be able to get a line of sight onto you. And both players inside the trailer could be a problem. Marvel not able to handle that threat. The shot's coming through. They have no idea where he's at. Whoa! God! Spy! Spy, bro. I mean, you're not clutching this one, but there's no way you allow that man to put hands on you like that. Yeah, somebody's got to strike back. Bomb's going to get you. Say's going to pick up his kill. Post-mortem, but holy hell. 117. What is going on?
Well, it is not looking great for them. They narrowly escape defeat there and are going to be in a 3-1 situation. Now, them getting something on board in the first half is pretty big since they're on the attack, but we really need to see them have at minimum 2 if we want them to have any success moving forward. So we'll see. But right now, it does look like we're off to a hot start for 117 this round. This could be round number 2. As long as they don't throw it away,
yeah, there we
they
go.
should be pretty good. And there's going to be the closeout. Caesar going to come through with that kill. Now, if you can find one more on the side of 117 here, you're in a really good spot.
I think you're in a better spot than what you could be. But you're not in any good spots when it comes to the presence of Kings, right? Grizz poking the bear here on the back alley. He does not like what he sees. Gonna give some intel. That's gonna allow Spy to pull some pressure through the middle of the map to cut back to be there if he needs assistance. So it is a conservative one. No full-on sin to that jungle site where we could have seen catastrophe hit if Grizz had stayed there long enough. Nonetheless, we are still literally in the spawn sites of our attack team, but Caesar and team now trying to buckle up the energy. Inferno's one shot. I think Lucky might have gotten a tag on him. Caesar going to be able to stick this bomb plant. Inferno now full health, might be able to chow here. Marvel, he's certainly challenging. He ain't missing much either. He's going to get shut down though as the trades come through. Caesar trying to get this bomb plant down. Oh, hello, there's somebody in the backside of Says. Inside, he is running rampant in the trailer. And yet again, another 2v-something scenario to be clutched. This time it's 4 on the right-hand side of our screen as that bomb goes down. Spy opening up with the first. Let's see how much more he can get.
Well, we will certainly see right now. Grizz coming through with a big kill to even things up to 2. That bomb plant did come through, so we do have to worry about playing against time. Caesar going to find 1 Karma here to close things out for the team, and a big, big round win for the side of 117. We were saying if they do get themselves a advantage, or tie up rather, they'd have a possible advantage coming into the second half. So we'll see what they're able to capitalize with here. Obviously, the defense is a little bit easier to manage for most on a map like Firing Range. So that's the edge that they have, and we got to see if they're going to be able to capitalize on it, or if their opponents are going to run away with things anyway. Obviously, Kings, a team that is more than capable of forming a good offensive strategy here. And it's going to be very, very difficult here.
Oh, Say's able to slip to the back line. Marvel! Man, just one flick and you're racing deleted. Bomb's going to go down here over the A side. Spy. Make sure it gets laid down proper. 40 seconds left to go. It is 2v4. Karma and Caesar try to wrap the rear. Say's there for support, but he gets dropped almost instantly upon challenging. Marvel continuing to add fuel to the fire. He's going to be able to take down another one. And it's all down the Karma. We know that A-long site is covered. He's won. He's not done yet. Okay, Karma able to stay alive. Not shots being hit there. And Spy, homie. There we go. There, he's right behind you. Take that heady. Win that gunny. And take the lead. 4-3 Kings. Back in control.
All right, well, hell of a game start here. Does look like Kings going to be able to maintain that lead. But obviously, 117 was able to beat them last time around. So we'll have to see if it's going to continue to be in their favor, or if 117 are going to be able to clutch things up the way they were able to last time. Very, very close game. First blood this round is going to be in favor of the side of 117. So if you're a 117 fan in chat right now, you should be feeling pretty decent. Kill comes through, 2-for-1 trade, but Caesar being down, I gotta say, is not great.
Oh, Saturn, so give it a second hope here. As he takes down the sniper of the split. His teammates collect the other two. And that was such a cheeky little angle, too. I caught it from Marvel's receiving end. And he was right there in the middle. Made a little bit of noise, and that caused Marvel to peek out a little bit more than he normally would. And surely enough, Snake in the grass, or in this case, Snake under the truck, pans out perfectly. Back to being tied through the smoke. We're going to clear the A site. 117 team, they're going to go ahead and evacuate the area. Saturn's in the vicinity as he's going to lock down the trailer site. Bomb yet to go down as of yet. Waiting for those trades to come through now. And Saturn's inside of that trailer could go absolutely ham if he does choose to peek out. He's going to be able to catch that bomb carrier, and that is going to be massive. A problem inside trailer is one you must deal with in numbers, and right now the numbers not necessarily favoring you. Grizz looking for the overextension. He ain't finding it here. And there goes Saturns. He's going to be able to piece him up. Caesar is there to collect. And right now it's a little bit of trouble here to close things out on the attacking rounds. Defense standing strong, though, but Inferno able to find one in the back lines. Marvel holding off the middle of the map. Okay. Yeah, he's got the right idea, but Caesar not giving him anything to work with.
Right, well. 4-4, 3-3 as player lives roll. Bomb down on the A site here, and Raid is in a position where he's looking for a kill right now, and then maybe gets the switch, but... Oh, goodness. Saturn's going to win the gunny. Down to a 1v1. Inferno on the chase. Saturn's dipped out.
Oh, he's gone.
This is big. This is big. Oh, my goodness.
Inferno not able to do it. Yep, he's going to have to settle up for a bomb plant. That's going to give Saturn's an opportunity as the one that gets away. I'll see if Saturn's going to make him pay Inferno. Can he clutch it? 7 kills for Inferno, 6 for Saturn's rotation. Saturn's has got the right idea, but he does not have the right utility. The gunfight at a distance, the LK absolutely piecing. And light work there being made for Inferno as the lead yet again going to be captured by the boys in blue. Kings, not very forgiving here in this one. They should not have won that round, but my God, Marvel absolutely winning the battle of snipers here against Lucky. And it ain't even close. Good night. Caesar, you might be MVP. But you're getting beast here. Put him on a poster. Saturday's able to find one, though. He's going to be content with just holding his position. He's got to wait for one more to come through for support. He cannot afford to lose his life. And Spy says it ain't up to him. Says now to 1v4. This bomb's about to go down over at B. And Says is literally in his spawn holding down this truck. As if someone's about to come and repo it. He's got to make a move.
Things definitely starting to fall apart a little bit for the side of the Kings here. Or, I'm sorry, for the side of 117 here. My bad. But Kings, dominant position currently. Going to be able to continue to push things forward. It is now on map point. And guys, you got to keep in mind here for this matchup that the Kings do have a one map advantage. So could be absolutely huge. Obviously, still plenty of opportunity for 117 to make the comeback happen, but Kings, again, they're here to prove that they are here to win. So, see as we keep rolling what is going to come out on top, but 2 kills for each team to open things up this round. Says and Karma for Inferno and Grizz. Gotta say, it might be a little bit better of a trade for the side of 117, but man, with Marvel finding one, Spy finding another. Now it's Caesar, Mr. MVP himself, in a 1v3 bomb in the hands of Spy, and it looks like they might be going to commit for an A site. As a matter of fact, they're going to get the information, but Spy unable to get the gunfight. Caesar on the run. Goodness.
Oh, that's it.
Good night, Caesar.
Okay. Well, Kings putting this one to bed relatively early. Search and Destroy got close at times. But 117 not able to keep up. 7-4 victory. That means we are on a tournament point, chat. 3-0 lead here. This night could be coming to a rest early on now as we see the Kings just taking it away and running it right to the victory line. We'll take a look at the post-game report. 13 kills on board for Spy. And that menace, Marvel. Holy hell, bro. It's built differently, man. I don't know if you could say it any other way. What else? He just doesn't miss, man. When he's in clutch positions, he is going to put up. If this would have been closer, he would have probably dropped 20. If this one would have gone to overtime, he could have damn near dropped 30. I can guarantee you. Mans was finding them kills. 1-7, though, on the flip side things, they don't have any response or retaliation to that sniper threat. Lucky. Literally putting his phone down, it seemed like. 2 kills on board. Very not so impressive performance from him. Let's see if they can step it up now. We're going to be heading to what could be our last game of the night. The way this spread works here for the best of 7 is... I'll take a look and let you look at it for yourself. This is the first game, the hard point. We saw it wasn't close. 250 to 136. Kings just absolutely run right through them. Search or Destroy, it was close as I mentioned just a moment ago, but Kings just continuing to extend their lead. Control, Raid is where we see this one potentially end. If it does happen to go in favor of 117, we see a miraculous comeback. We'll then file ourselves back for another hard point. If it goes any further, it's a Control Crossroads. And if it goes to a game number 6, which would technically be a game number 7, it would be a Search or Destroy on Slump. So that is the way that the Champs rule set is set up. Maps 1 is Hardpoint. Map 2 is Search. Map 3 is Control. Map 4, Hardpoint. Map 5, Control. Map 6, Search or Destroy. Much better than last year.
All right, well, looking very, very good for Kings to possibly close things out here. Obviously, in the last head-to-head with 117 not found and the Kings, it was 117 able to find the Search to extend our series, but that's all they found. They got demolished in the Control, so see if they're able to bring anything to the table this time around. Otherwise, it is going to be Kings with the flawless victory coming through in the grand finals. Obviously, they're looking to be your reigning champs once again. The back-to-back And they got to come through and prove that that's going to be the case. Right now, looking pretty good for them, but you can't sleep on 117. But equally as far as 117 goes, it was pretty important to win that search and destroy, and they couldn't pull it together.
Okay. End of the line. It's been a long, long day, chat. We have been rocking and rolling for 3.5 hours. It could be longer. If we see 117 actually put a tally mark on the board, they've got to do it here in the control. They've not found themselves any success here early on. And with that one map advantage for Kings, hey, look, man. This has probably been one of the best seasons a team from EU has ever put together. They damn near went undefeated without dropping a map until that final day. They've only dropped one in the playoffs so far. Right?
Correct.
And I mean, honestly, they haven't lost a hardpoint ever this season. This is the only season I can truly say we've had such a dominant team. A 100% success record in the respawn there of the hardpoint game mode. Control, I think they lost against Animus in the regular season. Okay, so they haven't lost here to the side of 117, but they played Standoff earlier, which could be, if you're Kings, that would have been the map that I wanted to see. But obviously, with them having the advantage, they had to pick which they wanted, and it does look like they chose to be on the advantage side. So they're going to have the defense here in the first.
All right. Well, you guys did hear a while back that based on the current draft rules, we had some bold claims out of Zim. And, they did drop a series, not only a map, a series against Animus earlier. Obviously, they dropped a search and destroy against 117, but it looks like they're looking to come back and try things a little bit better this time around for themselves. Control underway, 1-for-1 trade off the start, but 117, they've got a lot to prove here, and well, starting it off solid with a very early beat cap, going to put us up to just under 220 on the clock, and Caesar almost had 2, but couldn't quite get the turn fast enough onto Raid.
Say what, homie? We are already at look at Spy and Grizz. What are we doing, bro? These guys are cooking. Oh yeah, funnel on in. There we go. Take some bison shots. They're on me, the bartender. He says you can have them. And he is absolutely letting them have it. You cannot spawn in without him having anything to say about it. Saturns. This is brutal. This is about as disgusting of a spawn trap I've ever seen. Grizz finally going to be dealt with. Spy going to be dealt with. Damage done. 10 life lead. The defense. Not sure how they slipped through on this huge of a map. And they make you pay real early right now. The A cap does, or the B cap did come through. His stage just mentioned, but at the expense of losing a lot of lives after it.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a lot lost there in this matchup, but hopefully we'll be able to see things come through a little bit stronger for the side of 117, because they need quite a bit rolling on here. And they're 10 lives down right now. I mean, this offense not looking to be their case. I mean, out of the gate, I was hoping, man. I was like, oh man, they got the swarm onto B very, very quickly. They got the capture. They extended their time at that instance. It was dead even. And Grizz, I mean, what's that magic number verdict? 6. Grizz has 12 in the first.
Yeah. Hey. There we go.
13.
Body shots. Oh, hey. There we go. Body shots with the crossbow as well. Day, you can appreciate that one. And this tournament skin is beautiful. Whoa! Hello, where's the, I didn't even see him pick up that gun. That thing just came out of nowhere. Where'd he pull it out of? Won't tell you that, chat. 1-0. It was off the ground. Okay, it was off the ground. Don't be foolish. What a damn bully. Hey, Grizz literally just taking all their lunch money, all of their lunch money for the rest of the week, for the rest of the month. This one might be for the year, though. That spawn trap. disgusting.
Yeah, well, too bad Grizz is using the legendary trophies.
Is he really?
No,
Oh,
I'm just messing with you.
Hey, you can't put it. Well, no, he uses flashes like every other bot.
Yeah. Like every other bot. Is that?
Yeah. I'm kidding. He's just look. Smoke him if you got him, right? They're not banned.
Well.
Damn, he's only died twice. He's died twice. Yikes.
Dude, Grizz is trying hard to beat this game.
Oh, Grizz wants to speedrun it, bro. I can't look.
I think it's fair to say that Grizz is just done playing.
Yeah, hey, and what better way to say, hey, I'm done playing than to just absolutely piss all over your opponents.
Dominate your opponents, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro, this is grotesque. I think they're done playing too, Day. Oh my god. Hey. Grizz. Look, if I clip these for you, bro, there's only one place you can put them. It's the hub.
Just send him the, the 5-minute recording of this series and just all from his perspective.
Yo, this is going to take X-rated content to the next level.
23, by the way.
This is a smacking, bro. This is a beat down. Oh, you know what? I wanted to say it earlier. I'll say it now. This is why we needed Animus in the grand finals. This is why we need Animus in the grand finals. No disrespect to 117, but they have not shown up to this series. And it is a clear skill gap.
And, I mean, Animus not only didn't show up to 117, they also lost to Exclusive, so...
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you get for thinking you can beat Exclusive without Ferrari.
True. I don't disagree there.
Well, if you're ready to see the mature content, Grizz is back alive and he is running right into the spawn trap. To set it on again, he can't even get shots. Raid able to shut him down. 2 ticks progress going through, or 1 tick of progress already through. 35 seconds, only 2 players left. Where could they be? Well, you know, you see the shines and the flashes that someone is on the A site. That means the defense is there if you aren't. So, ooh, 2-0. Absolutely disgusting affair we've seen out of this one. And Kings. I mean, they're plowing them, bro. Absolutely plowing them.
Yeah, rough game for the side of 117. Tough one to go out on. I'm not going to be that guy that says Animus should have been here, but...
No, for competitive sake, yeah. I mean, look, you're talking about beating a team in the regular season only to not be able to show up to the grand finals. I mean, that would have been the matchup, right?
I mean, they lost to Exclusive and 117. Not just not having Durari for Exclusive, they also lost to 117. I mean, they did not show up when it came to playoffs. So
well, hey, so, I mean, 117 might not have showed up too. They probably would have put up better numbers here in this past 7. Takes the progress going through on A. They've got the quote-unquote hard work done and out of the way. Now it's progress over towards that B side where they've got a little bit of ring control. Can they win the round, though? That's the question. These rounds have been sped run by the boys over at Kings, and I've got to say, it ain't looking too good if you're the receiving end of it.
All right, well, right now, 3 life lead for the side of Kings, and A capture already through is absolutely huge out of the side of 117, though. Now they've only got B to deal with. This is the round that they absolutely can turn things around if they can find the kills, but they got to find a way to shut down Grizz and keep him down, because Homie's about to have 30 kills in 3 rounds of control here, which is kind of nuts, but looks like they find him off the bat a couple times there. That could be huge. 5 life lead for the side of Kings. Pred missile coming in, gonna find Saturns and gonna get some info to the team, some of that budget UAV action. Things are falling apart for the side of 117. They started with the early A-cap, but fell on their face so far after.
They are flat. Donut Club, if they can't get it out here, the clean sweep, it's down to 1. It's over. Grizz, gonna get shut down. Says, hanging on. by the grit of his teeth. Here comes War Machine. He's able to find Raid. He's able to find Marvel. That's 2. I mean, 1v9. I mean, more than a miracle. Let's see what he does here now. Spy. He's got the gas grenade attached onto... Oh, damn. He just got bodied. Onto the crossbow. And right now, he is a vicious scorpion looking to strike yet again. Let's see how many times he can go before he does get dropped. It's 33. Those is absolute disgusting numbers out of you, Grizz. What a way to end this series.
I mean, he
macked him, bro. He macked him. I mean, there's nothing else to say.
He was given the world, man. I mean, he was given everything he needed to succeed, and he took it. So, big game for Grizz. Big series and final day of play for the side of the Kings. And you guys are looking at it. That is your brand new champions. Well, I guess not brand new. Your repeat champions here for Europe.
That is your back-to-back returning champs. Grizz back on this roster, and he is looking absolutely proper with a crown on his head. Kings doing it 2 in a row. Winter lockdown. Spring absolutely uncontested. And they will be going down in history as probably the best team EU has ever seen. Definitely in a Mobile Mayhem show out. This one, not close, Chet. I had to cover my eyes.
Have we never had an EU team go completely undefeated all season long?
No, we've never had any team go completely undefeated. No teams in Mobile Mayhem have ever won every single map they played. I mean, I don't think it's possible. This game has little room for error, and you've got to just be so perfect to even consider it. And then the playoffs, that's another story. You got teams showing up and doing things that, just like that. When you're doing, spawn traps on Raid and they look that disgusting, it's really hard to justify having a perfect season, let alone a perfect playoff run. That one, they dropped one map the entire playoffs, and it was Search and Destroy to this team. They didn't drop a single map afterwards. So, we're headed back to the desk. Holy hell, chat. It's done. Deanna, we're done a lot quicker than normal. What do we say about that one?
With all due respect, I wish I would have seen Animus playing instead of 117, because I do recall from last season we did have 7 games and Kings won, but they were like 7 solid games.
It was not convincing either. I remember that.
Yeah, so because I remember we casted and it was like nice to watch, right? But here coming in again, with all due respect to 117,
it
right?
was flat. I didn't have
anything with them, but it was terrible. Like not even really close in the hard points. The S&D were the game mode that I was expecting that they're gonna shy, because in the previous round when they played against King, they actually won, but not even there. And I bet if you go and ask 117 players now, they hate control rate too, because Grizz, damn, that spawn trap there. But
do they hate control on Raid, or do they hate Grizz right now?
If you don't hate Grizz,
I wish I'll encourage hating on Max.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. No,
Exactly.
you hate the player in this instance. You hate the player.
Because
Grizz is. He's
business.
God. I would just hate to play against Grizz. I'm not saying that to gas Grizz up, okay? All right, he is literally a liability in my opinion in Search and Destroys, but he is just so hard to counter, so hard. And when he is so like hell bent on getting into your spawn and just absolutely doing whatever he wants to.
Yeah, like running around and every time rushing and getting the kills, and it's just terrifying.
Yep.
That's why I don't play anymore rank.
I think that was the quickest finals I've ever seen, and I think we're gonna be quicker on closing it out. Gonna be honest with you.
I was expecting
not a whole lot to say about it.
No.
Yes, it's just like what we said the whole season, about Kings being consistent, about Kings coming and win, right? They dropped just 2 maps in the regular season. One was like the S&D and the DQ, right, on control standoff. So yeah, you know, I wasn't expecting much, but I was expecting more from 117. I don't know what happened. They did very good in the you know, regular season. Even in playoffs they did good, right? But right now maybe it was not their day, so I don't know. But Day, can you go over the matches of the day to see maybe someone just
I sure can, just for you. Our matches of the day, guys, for anybody that missed it, was Kings taking down 117 Not Found in 3-1 fashion during that best of 5. That brought 117 Not Found down to the losers bracket. Now, just going to allow them to face off against Exclusive for their chance to make it back into the grand finals. Guess what? Another best of 5, another 3-1 victory. That time it did go in favor of 117 Not Found. Kings were ready for them, however, when it came back into the grand finals, and I do believe the results are incorrect here. Incorrect. This is a Kings 4-0 victory over 117 Not Found, so hopefully we'll get that fixed before it goes out on Twitter. But Kings, congratulations. You're repeat champions here for Mobile Mayhem Europe. And a fairly flawless performance at that.
I think we have a nice GFX about it. We shall see it on the screen, I guess, about the top 3 teams. And now, guys, what do you think is top 3 in EU after seeing this season of Mobile Mayhem? So, you know,
I'll start this one off, and this is a very hard take, hot take. I don't think anybody's prepared to hear it. Obviously, there is a lot of opinions.
I think I have the same answer you do. So I think
it's still got to go Kings, Animus, 117. I think 117's a top 3 team, but I feel like Animus would have, I mean, they would have combated King's playstyle a lot better and a lot differently than 117. 117 jumped in the ring with Kings, and they looked like they just weren't prepared at all. They were just happy to be here, and there was nothing that they could do that could challenge that. And I'll tell you why. This is because the playstyle is significantly different. When you look at it from the grand scheme of things, you got players like Drari and Cathilla who are so well coordinated and talented. They're able to pick apart and prevent things like Grizz getting in their spawn from happening. I'm not saying that they would have necessarily put up a better, you know, show against. Well, actually, I am saying that.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not saying that they are necessarily better than 117. But what I'm saying is they would have put up a better, you know, matchup against Kings, which I think makes them a better team, even though they've gotten beat by 117.
But getting beat by a team does really mean anything, you know, because like you can just have like a bad day, or you can have
or you can be playing on a phone that you can barely see the screen on.
Exactly, like their teammate played, or how Yaya played today, you know, his wrist was hurting, if I'm not mistaken. The internet connection was not even stable, talking about exclusive. So yeah, there are so many different, you know, reasons that a game can be lost, right, or lost. But yeah, overall it was an interesting season, right? A lot of DQs, a lot of forfeits, something that I need to tell you again, guys. Next season, please leave that behind, you know, check your loadouts, come in time. I don't know, do things like this to have an awesome, you know, a Mobile Mayhem season. But yeah, overall this was as well, I think the same. I think I have the same teams in mind. Obviously Kings, I have Animus as well, because they were like consistent. And I don't know, I don't know what to say. It would be always in my mind 117 Not Found, but this season we had the chance to see teams to actually perform better, as Zitium, as, you know, Exclusive, maybe Panic. So I'm looking forward to see how the next stage gonna be and which team gonna move forward, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, it is putting the finishing touches on a spring 2023 season. We've crowned the same champ back to back. We've seen one contender not show up at all. Didn't win but one series. Hopefully, no, they didn't win a single series, did they? No, they did. No, they didn't. Look, I'm done. Today's it's not about that. Okay, they beat. No, they didn't. Animus didn't win a single damn series in the playoffs, bro. What is that? At any rate, hopefully they'll step back and figure out what's going on with their roster and, you know, get a consistent 5 and figure out what they need to do to move forward, because that team has a lot of potential. Back to the drawing board for them and continuing the grind. Stage 3 is right around the corner. If you qualified through stage 2, which my team did. You can catch that action as soon as it is available. That is actually the last grand finals here for Mobile Mayhem. Outside of, I think we got Africa too, but yeah, we're gonna be signing out for a bit. I'm not sure when the next season is coming out, but stay tuned and stay peeled. Follow us all on all of our socials, Twitter especially there for Mobile Mayhem, and us as well. So it was a great season. I had an absolute blast whenever we did get the broadcast and whenever we did get to see games, but EU's got to stop plaguing themselves with forfeits and not being able to show up. And I get it, the prize pool's not huge.
Being able to
it's not going to get any bigger when we have seasons like we just had, as well as viewership continuing to decline. So that should do it for us. And signing out on another banger of a season, Deanna.
Yeah, always. I'm so happy to be here, right? To be with you guys, to listen to your casting, to see the players performing very good.
I don't know why the hell you'd want to do that part.
What?
Nothing, I was just messing with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just so into my thoughts. I'm sorry. I'm also tired. But yeah, I'm always excited to be here, especially when the teams are here and ready to play, when we see amazing games, and when, we actually get surprised by teams. We had this a couple of times, not as many because we had a lot of forfeit. I need to say it so many times until you're gonna learn it, but because forfeits are not actually good, or DQs. But anyways, overall it was a nice, season. I'm happy that I was here again working with you guys, and the chat was not as brutal as usually. They were actually nice guys. I'm happy that you guys are liking me. But yeah, overall this was me. I hope we're gonna work more in the next season. And Day, if you want to say something.
Nope, I'm pretty much good to go.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm excited to work with you guys again in the future, but I more importantly, I want to see these teams make a comeback and have a better season next time around.
Yes, no forfeits, no DQs, easy.
Okay, well, that's gonna
take it seriously.
Yeah, take it seriously.
And no raid. And no raid.
No raid.
No raid.
No, we're going to raid. We're definitely going to raid. So that's going to be it. We're going to go ahead and send you to your favorite streamer. Not quite sure who it is going to be, but we'll figure it out along the way. Glad you're able to join us on this journey. We'll catch you back live next season. Much love, EU. We'll see you next time.